What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to JJD TV. I'm your host, Josh, and today we are here for the match watch along. Ooh, look at producer T's nice setup there. I like it. I like it. We're here today for the match watch along of the third game in the window between Canada and Panama. Canada being the home team at BMO. I hope you guys are excited. I'm a little distracted right now because someone already said it's 1-0 for Costa Rica, which I am a little surprised. I'm just going to toss that game on in the background until the Canada game starts. But that's another terrible start for the U.S. because we kind of need, I don't know, I feel like we need the U.S. to win. More than likely, they're going to be a team that is going to be in the top three. So the more the U.S. can help us and take points off of Panama and Costa Rica is going to be ideal. So seeing them down 1-0 already is kind of annoying. So yeah, I guess we'll have to see how that one comes out, but hopefully you guys are doing well today. If you are, as I'm seeing the lineup out right now as well, which is pretty good. It is going to be probably a 3-5-2 for you guys who have not seen the starting 11 yet. We'll get it up sooner or later, but we'll go into the comments now and say hello to everyone and see if you're watching the U.S. game at all. But Chris is here, says, good luck, Canada, watching the Costa Rica-U.S., but we're keeping an eye on this game here. And then the U.S. have a really young team and that they're down already. Andrew says, what's up? Not much, my man. Hopefully you're doing well today. It was a brutal goal to 0 effort on defense. The U.S. just scored. How did the U.S. men's national team just get scored on? 0 effort in defense. It's not, I mean, man, I don't think that's an ideal. Right now, as the live standings sit, Costa Rica is in second place. So, like I said, I mean, the U.S., Mexico, Canada, hopefully will be able to help each other out throughout this campaign. But the more the U.S. keep dropping points to the likes of Costa Rica and Panama is going to hurt us. Because right now, Costa Rica, like I said, they're 3 points ahead of us, or 2 points ahead of us right now. And Panama's 1 point. It's just, I don't know. What are you doing, U.S.? Come on. But either way, we'll get the starting 11 up for you guys as well to take a little peek at today. As we see a member on the channel tuning on in, it is Kelly. Says, sup, Josh. Go Canada. Thanks, Producer T, as always. Showing Producer T a little bit of love. What do you guys think about the layout? I think Producer T did very good. I think it looks sharp. Got the live chat. Got the red going in there. I like it. Drop a W for Producer T. Hopefully you guys liked it as well. Buchanan, Vittoria, Larea are all back from their yellow card suspensions. That is true. That is true. We're going to get the starting 11 on screen for you guys and how I based it. I'm assuming it's going to be the 3-5-2. There's a couple different options with it, but mostly that would be on the flanks, and we'll discuss it when it's going on. It was a 3 attacking, 5 defender setup in the box, and the U.S. just didn't bother consisting the cross in the box and a shot on goal. Yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on that one, man. We'll have to keep an eye on that one. But for the time being, here's Panama's starting 11. So that's how Panama's lined up today, guys. I'm assuming they've been playing like a 4-2-3-1. My guess is that a couple of players that we highlighted on Panama's squad are there. Harold Cummings, who was in my little key matchups there, along with Quintero, and then Blackburn's up front as well. He's going to be the focal point. Producer TV even put him on the thumbnail. He's gonna be a real goal threat for the Panama side, but like we said, they'll probably line up in a pretty defensive setup. Probably hope to hit on the break. They got speed on the wings and a dangerous striker up front. So that's how they're gonna set up with a nice little lineup settings at Twitter. But yeah, those are a couple of players I'm nervous of. The speed of Quintero running down the left-hand side, depending on how many bodies we throw up, could always be a problem. And then just a very composed and compact Panama side, as always. Costa Rica scored in the first minute, like FIFA 20, straight through. Is Alfredo here? He was salty. Interesting to see Martinez, considering the way that they subbed off on the stretcher. Yeah, it was a good chance by the U.S. Don't have that game on. I do not have that game on, but we'll pop up the Canadian starting 11 for you guys today. And if you guys are just tuning in the chat, like always, be sure to drop a like on the channel, drop a sub as well, and let me know what you guys' thoughts are on the upcoming match and the starting 11. Are you guys excited to see the starting 11? Because this is how I'm expecting it. I'm assuming it's going to be this 3-5-2. John Herdman's kind of skewed away from this system for a little bit, going into his 4-2-3-1, which I mean, I enjoyed it, but now that specific players are back, I feel like this is just the formation in the system that'll make the most sense. We got in net Crepeau. We got right wing back Richie Laryea, who's coming back in. We got right center back Alistair Johnston. Our central center back coming back in is Vittoria. Outside left center back is Miller. I am a little disappointed that Cornelius isn't there, but I think you could argue Miller and Alistair Johnston are perfect for a 3-back kind of role. I mean, the speed of Miller and Alistair Johnston come in very handy. Cornelius, in my eyes, can still play it, but if we play in a back 4 system, I think Cornelius is going to have a real shout to be one of the main 2 every single time, especially on that left-hand side. Left wing back will be Davies. 3 center mids, and very, very attack-minded. We have Eustachio, who will be playing as the 6, and then you have Wotherspoon and Osorio, who will be kind of 8s to 10s. They're very attacking players, will like to get up in the play when they can, and which then leaves kind of 2 strikers. Buchanan, who I assume will be rolling around a little bit, roaming and trying to find his spot, and of course, Jonathan David as well. So it will be a very, very interesting little system here. You could obviously kind of switch it a little bit. I mean, Laryea can play on the left, but I see it like that. But let me know if that's kind of what you guys think as well. If you guys think it will be a similar one, or if you think that it will line up a little bit different. But I'm pretty sure we're all probably pretty consistent that that's going to be the starting 11. Well, the starting system. U.S. finally amping up the aggression. Waking up. Well, we need the U.S. to win. I still believe that. I still believe we need the U.S. to win. They need to help us out here. Bean is tuned in today. Says Canada 3-0, please. He's getting a big prediction coming in there. I'm pumped that Tajon's back. I am too, and I think that the fact that Tajon only played obviously 1 match, it's going to be important. I've stressed that the El Salvador game we played last window was really in our favor because the depth strength was for Canada rather than El Salvador. I'm hoping this will be similar. This Panama side's going to have some bodies in there who've played a ton of minutes, and having a rejuvenated and refreshed Tajon Buchanan running at somewhat tired legs, I think is going to do nothing but good things for us. I'm surprised that Hoylett didn't get a chance to come on against Jamaica. It might have been an injury. And that's my assumption. I'm assuming if he was fully fit and fully available, he would have came on, but that's just my guess because I was surprised on that as well. Wotherspoon's coming in. Yes, he plays in Scotland. Very, very talented player. I mean, I've been really impressed every single time I've seen him play for Canada. So I'm expecting some things out of him tonight. And I think it'll be pretty cool. It's a bit of a different shape because, like I said, it is still this 3-5-2, but Eustachio is the only holding midfielder that we really have on the pitch right now. So Laryea may have to do it a little bit on the defensive end tonight. I mean, we do have the 3 center backs there. Wotherspoon and Osorio are going to have to put in a shift as well, but there's a lot going forward. You have Laryea, Wotherspoon, Osorio, Davies, David, and Buchanan. John Herdman went with a very attack-minded lineup today, and I'm going to be curious to see how it goes. Versus Honduras, it was the same story. Need to be clinical today. Yes, we do, man. Yes, we do. David is going to shine tonight. We need a big game out of Jonathan David. Like I said, Jonathan David's my boy, man. I got number 20 on. Let me know if any of you guys have a Canada jersey that you're wearing, and if you did, which number and player did you get? Because I got Jonathan David, man. I'm backing my boy, and he needs to find his goal-scoring form tonight. He's been very quiet this specific window, and like I've said, he still has an incredible goal-scoring record for the Canadian men's national team, but he's been a little cold of late, so no better time to do it because, and let me know in the chat right now, guys. Put either yes or no. Is this a must-win for Canada? Yes or no? Because I've heard a lot of different opinions. I mean, it's not a must-win. It's not because there's plenty of games to go, but in my eyes, I would feel way more confident going into regular football starting up again after the international break than if we won rather than even if we drew or lost, because it's not good enough. You guys know the rules of CONCACAF qualifying, and it's pretty straightforward. Win at home, steal points on the road. We had a hiccup against Honduras, but 2 massive points. I mean, technically 3 pretty decent points with Jamaica, U.S., and Mexico, but this is where we need to clean up. We're against a team right in front of us in Panama, and we need to win. And if we do, I think most of us would probably feel a little bit more comfortable. But we'll see what you guys have to say. Josh Larea can play as the pivot. I doubt Larea will play as a holding midfielder and jumping in the midfield, but I mean we've seen him get involved in the midfield before. We played in a 3-5-2 and he did play in the middle. So if he does come back in the defensive end, thing, I guess you may see him there, but I'd be a little bit surprised. This is a must not lose match for Canada. I know. I mean, we definitely don't want to lose it. But I mean, even a draw would rub me the wrong way. I just think this Canadian side needs to get a win tonight to put us on track, put us in a good position, and on top of that, take out the nation right ahead of us. And heck, we'd even jump over the states. Canucks Hub is here, says, I'm so nervous, I'm a puke. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from today, guys. Be sure to drop a like on the stream if you're just tuning in. Let's get to 20 likes. Drop a sub as well if you're just joining us. And let me know where you're watching from. Do you have a lot of Canadians? Do we have any Panama supporters in the chat? I got my David 20 on, and my buddy who is over has got his Davies 19. I like it, man. The dynamic duo being, I respect it. Probably need a draw, but not a win. I don't know, man. I know, and again, I've said it before. I said it's not a must win, but I mean, in my eyes, I would feel 10 times more confident if we were able to pull off a win today. It doesn't only mean that we're doing business as usual at home, but like I said, we're leapfrogging the stream or not. At least I lost Wi-Fi. But the stream's plugged in. No sound. It said it's good now, though. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Someone out front is playing with the Wi-Fi, but we were plugged in, so the stream didn't die, but we're back. We're back. We had internet problems, but I think we're good now. People out front were playing with the router or something. I'm not sure what they were doing. Hopefully. They're giving the sidewalk to your neighbors. All right. Now on mute. All right, we're back. We're good. You're having internet problems. Sorry about that, guys. But yes, we had some of our neighbors playing with we're doing the sidewalk up front, and they must have knocked us off. But we managed. We're good to go. We're okay. Let's get back into it. Just missed a header by the U.S. The U.S. still losing? That's a shame. That is a shame for the U.S. Tactical manager must be losing his mind right now. But we're about 13 minutes away from getting started here, guys. Let me know your thoughts. Canucks Hub says we are good now. Draw puts Panama in third, Canada in fifth because Panama beat the U.S. head-to-head. Yep. A win against Panama is very important for you guys up against some of the big ones going for the top 3 places in Canada. I think that the full strength of the U.S., Mexico take the top 2 places. Yeah, I mean, that's what I said about somewhat helping each other out. I mean, the U.S. sort of made this game more important by losing to Panama, and then obviously we made it harder on ourselves by drawing against Jamaica, and now U.S. is losing against Costa Rica, man. That's wild, man. That is absolutely wild. But 1-0. U.S. is dominating the last 15 minutes, though. Y'all need to win this. Yes, we do, man. How do you guys feel? Do you feel confident? Do you feel like we're gonna be able to take this one? Are you worried about Jonathan David or Alphonso Davies at all? Because, I mean, I'm not. I'd have been a little nervous if we didn't start a very strong starting 11 like we are doing tonight. That would have been pretty crappy. But Canucks Hub is very nervous as I have no idea how we're going to do. I don't know. I'm just trying to go off of basically our game against El Salvador. That's what I'm looking at. We had a very complete performance. We ran up against tired legs. This Panama side is playing a lot of their starters very similar to us. So we'll see. We just have to win and let the U.S. boat sink. Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm torn. I mean, I still think that the U.S. need to win to help us out. So same as Mexico. Fun fact, Costa Rica has beaten US like 11-6 or something all time in World Cup qualifiers, including 3 years in a row. I think they said that earlier. Damn, so Costa Rica's got the US's number. It shows in the last 12 times they've played each other, though. US have won 7 and Costa Rica's won 5 with no draws. Is the stream out of sync for anyone? Am I out of sync? We will fix it. The effing Wi-Fi decided to be a butt. What is Angie saying? Are you having internet problems? Yeah, we are. But we will fix them. I feel like the turf condition will be great. It's an advantage for us, especially for David. I agree with that. We're getting from kickoff. US have been much the better team. Away goal that quickly though from Costa Rica is a massive one. But yeah, we'll fix the audio. We promise, guys. It's happened the last few times we've done this, and I think we're good right now. So hopefully it's okay. Give me a W in the chat if the audio is back to normal. Costa Rica have a world-class keeper too. That they do. Keylor Navas is world class. He's one of 2 world class players in CONCACAF, and that is I was gonna say Jonathan David, but I was gonna say Alphonso Davies and Keylor Navas, because Keylor Navas is incredible. Yeah, US normally wins the continental competition, the CONCACAF Cup, and so on. World Cup qualifying, they have their full squad are not able to overtake them. It's because Zach Steffen is starting. The sound is back. All right. Big shout out to Producer T getting us back on. Gotta go yell at the neighbors now for screwing us over. But hi Josh. Lucien Favre's been mentioned as the Newcastle head coach role. I doubt that'll happen. But a couple of the other outlets right now have Canada's starting 11 as the 4-2-3-1. I do think we all know that probably won't happen. If anything, I guess it could be played in like a 4-3-3. Where you have Craig Poe in net, Alistair Johnson right back, Vittoria Miller center back, so Larea left back. You could have Eustachio, Wotherspoon, and Osorio as a 3-man midfield with Davies, Buchanan, and David up front. But like I said, the 3-5-2 we talked about is more likely. Seeing this lineup and how attacking Canada's 11 seems to look, I'm worried about the vulnerability of Canada. Could the Panamanian counterattacks, hoping my counters prove me wrong. I feel what you're saying, because I absolutely agree. Like I said, I think it's going to be lined up in the 3-5-2 with the 3-man midfield being Eustachio, who's the only defensive outlet we really have on the squad, with Wotherspoon and Osorio being more of 8s to 10s, depending on how high they're going to push up on the pitch. And then we have a very attacking Richie Larea, who I do think will have some defensive ability today, with Davies, Buchanan, and David. Now, with that being said, with this team, it just screams to me like we're going to dominate possession. It really does. And if we are able to dominate possession, it does leave us vulnerable on the counter. But having still 3 players in the midfield still could potentially give us an advantage. But we're going to be very careful with the ball. We're going to have to know what we're doing. We're going to have to pick our moments to get bodies forward. Because I absolutely agree with you, my man. That is a huge threat to this Canadian side. How long do you think Davies stays out there? It's a good question. I don't know. I think it'll depend on the way the match goes. I am somewhat surprised Davies and David started all 3. Just because, and if they were to start all 3, I thought maybe they get plucked off depending on the way a match goes in the 65th, 70th minute. But unfortunately, we weren't able to take any victories as easily as that. So they've been forced to pretty much play the entirety of these 2 first games. So, I mean, I feel like if we can get off to a hot start like El Salvador, they'll try to pull them off Herdman will as quick as possible. But if it stays as a 0-0 scoreline, it's gonna be very interesting, guys. But we will have to see. Let me know what you guys think. How many minutes do you think David and Davies will play tonight? Because like I said, I mean, if we're losing or it's a draw, I don't know. But if we're winning somewhat comfortably, I'd assume that they'd come off somewhere around the 65th to 70th. I think Costa Rica are up 1-0 on the US. They are, Dan. Where's the match being played? It's being played at BMO Field in Toronto. Is the game on One Soccer or just free live stream on Sportsnet? It's on Sportsnet. It's also on One Soccer. I'm watching it on One Soccer right now. I'm seeing the boys come out which is good to see, guys. We're very close to game time. So if you guys are just tuning into the chat and you haven't done so yet, be sure to drop a like, drop a sub, and put in your predictions, because you will not have many more options to do so. Should be a good one. I think I said 2-0 in my predictions, so you know, hopefully I'm right on that one, but it'll be, I think it'll be a good match either way. I think it's gonna be a tough one for Canada, but they have the opportunity here to really go at them. But I believe they are. I don't know. I'm looking at One Soccer's and it shows the Panama Canada game, but it says that it's the pre-game show, so I don't know if it's going to be available or not. But potentially it is, which is, I guess, pretty cool. So it could be available on YouTube depending on where you guys are watching from. We got some predictions rolling in. We got Angie saying 1-1. Angie, what are you doing? Come on. Where's that Canadian love? You gotta get it. If you're in Canada, the game is free on Sportsnet now. Fun fact, producer T just told us. Bayern probably pissed at Herdman. He could be, man. Hopefully we take care of business and we get into a very comfortable position going into about the 60th minute, and some of the guys can get rested. It's a dangerous game to play, but you got to do what you got to do, man. This is a huge opportunity for Canada tonight. They need 3 points to put them in a comfortable position. We need the U.S. to do us some favors too. But Panama's not a team to take lightly. And look what happens when the U.S. did this 7-player rotation. They lost. Canada can't afford to do that, and obviously they're not going to. Herdman's got that bigger brain than Greg does. We know that. 2-1 for Canada with a possible heart attack. I think a heart attack is definitely going to be on the cards. No question about that. I hope Canada will win. It's not a full stadium turnout. Is there COVID restrictions in the Canadian stadiums? I believe it's full, or it should be pretty dang close to it, but I could be wrong. Which players is in the Canadian team that plays in the MLS are worthy of playing in Europe? I think Larea, Kamal Miller, Crépeau, Johnston, and Schaffelberg. Great question, guys. Let me know who you guys think is MLS players who can make that jump. It's actually an episode I think we're gonna do eventually as well. Have a special guest gonna come on for some future transfers, but yeah, I mean, Crépeau in my eyes is one of the best keepers in the MLS. I believe he could go abroad, as could Alistair Johnson, Kamal Miller, and Richie Larea. Richie Larea has been linked to Turkey for a long time now. I think Osorio could easily go as well. I mean, he's a little bit older, but I mean, Osorio is a very quality player. I think he can make the cut at somewhere overseas. Schaffelberg eventually as well. Mark Anthony Kay, who I assume was maybe going to go to like a Scotland or a Netherlands, but obviously just ended up going to Colorado. ZBG, I think, could too. Maybe Dane St. Clair, but again, a lot of the players could go overseas. It depends on the level that they're going to play at over there. I think Alistair Johnson, Miller, and all the players that you touched on could all play at a decent level over in Europe, and I hope that one day that they can. And US tied it up. Beautiful strike from Serginho Dest. But we're getting ready, guys. We are getting ready. We got Alphonso Davies rocking the number 19. Jonathan Osorio taking on the number 10 from Hoylett. No one this window on the pitch has worn our number 10 yet. With Victoria wearing the armband for Canada. Oh boy, baby, let's do this. We're back at home. Let's get this going, guys. Get your predictions in. Drop a big old Canada flag if you guys are tuning in. If you're excited, drop a like as well. And let me know who you guys are focused on tonight. Last match I was watching, I was focused on Liam Miller, and I was focused on Cornelius, and in my eyes, Cornelius was fantastic. This match, I mean, besides the regulars, I am going to keep a special little eye on David Wotherspoon. I'm excited to see him get a start, and this is definitely his most important start he's ever had for Canada. So let's see how he can get on today. Playing in the heart of a very attacking Canada side today in that 3-5-2. So let's see how the boys can do. Looks like the lineup prediction was spot on other than Wotherspoon playing. Yeah, it was. I can't remember who I put in. I think I put in K. It was, I almost had it all right except I put in K instead of Wotherspoon. And I also said it could have been played in a 4-2-3-1. This one will not be a 4-2-3-1, I don't believe. I'm pretty confident it will be that 3-5-2. but a lot of bodies on the wings, guys. We have Alphonso Davies being able to go up that left with Richie Larea going up the right. You have 3 central players, which, again, I think will pretty much dictate the amount of possession we're going to have with Wotherspoon, Osorio, and, of course, Eustachio. And then Buchanan, who I think will drift around personally. I think he'll provide support where need be. If it's Davies going up the left, I think you'll see Buchanan making those runs. And the same to be said for Larea on the right. And then hopefully Jonathan David can get involved, guys, can get some things going. But I see a lot of Canadian flags going around BMO Field. It's good to see. Wish I could have been there, but got a watch along to do with you guys. So hopefully you guys are excited to join me for this watch along. And 3 pretty important points on the line. Yeah, let's see and hope if Canada can get job done. Liam Miller is really going to want that shot back. Yes, he will, man. Yes, he will. It's a shame. I love everything Liam Miller is doing, especially at club level. I've praised him and Cornelius for making those move abroad. And I think it's strongly why they're back in the fold right now. You think this will be more aggressive than the Sunday game? No, I don't. I think that when you play, if the game was in Panama, I would say yes, the game would be more aggressive than the game in Jamaica. But since it's at home, I don't think it will be. I think we'll have a lot of the possession, but we'll have to wait and see how much Davies can get under the skin of some of our opponents here. But kickoff is underway, guys. Let's do this. Gareth Wheeler, Terry Dunfield, and Matt Cullen are the 3 commentators on One Soccer Sportsnet, or wherever you're watching from. But we are underway. Massive points here. Let's see what we can do. It does look like Buchanan is at right wing back so far, so that's interesting to note. So maybe it is a different shape. Because I do see the three CBs right away. You can see him clear as day. It's Alistair Johnston, Victoria Miller. Eustachio as the 6. Buchanan, nice little touch right there. And already a good chance for Jonathan David. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how this one's played today. But I'm really expecting a lot of possession from Canada today with that 3-man midfield. And there's Tejan, attaboy. Those are the legs that you want to have ready for this 3rd game here, guys. But I do think it's a 3-5-2. It's Buchanan as right wing back. I don't know. I'm gonna have to keep an eye. Unless it's a 4-3-3. Can't really tell. I can't tell where Richie Larea is playing. Oh, there he is. No, he's over on left back. So maybe it's Wotherspoon playing up top instead of Buchanan. If you guys notice right there, Wotherspoon is pretty high up the pitch. So it could be that 3-5-2 with Eustachio. Or 3-4, I don't even know. We're going to have to wait and see. But Buchanan is definitely playing on the right-hand side. And a lot of options in the middle of the park, which is, I think, going to be something, again, when we're talking about possession, keeping hold of the ball, it's going to be important. The U.S. have tied it, and I'm kind of glad. I kind of want the U.S. to win. I want U.S., Mexico, and ourselves to take care of business, man. Oh, that's a foul. Gotta be. Nicely done. Come on, Miller. Nicely done. Why is the F is Sportsnet not showing? It's free on Sportsnet now if you live in Canada, guys. You live in Canada. But if you guys are just tuning in, you're excited, we're a couple minutes in, be sure to drop a like, say hello in the chat, and let me know who you're cheering on today, guys. I saw a couple Panama viewers saying hello in the chat, so anyone who's cheering on Panama, know that we're a friendly chat here and hope you're doing well. Just we don't, unfortunately, wish you too much luck tonight. That's a nice little ball there from David Wotherspoon. Take a hit from distance. Good little look there from Eustachio. Alistair Johnston. Ton of space, and he fluffs it. Poor hit. U.S. just missed a nice chance in the botch. Anyone know what channel it's on from Ryan? Sportsnet Now, my man. Sportsnet Now is down. We're all in trouble now. It was supposed to be free on Sportsnet Now, but it just went down. Too many Canuck fans out there, guys. Too many Canuck fans. What's up, Josh? Hope you're doing well. I am doing well, my man. Hope you're doing well too. Hopefully you guys are excited for the game tonight. Let me know how you feel in terms of the importance of the 3 points tonight. Because I keep telling myself it's not the end of the world if we don't get all 3, but I'm just lying to myself. Because, I mean, I expect this team, after what they've showed and the talent we have, to compete for a top 3 spot. I'm sorry, but at home against Panama, no disrespect to Panama, because we know that they are the dark horses kind of in this qualifiers, but you need to take care of business at home, and we hopefully will be able to get it done. But it is interesting to note that Alphonso Davies looks like he may be playing as a center forward or a dual striker with Jonathan David, which I think is very interesting. I didn't think he'd be playing there. It's Buchanan as right wing back, Larrea at left wing back, our 3 midfielders, and then you got Alphonso Davies and Jonathan David as our 2 strikers. Now maybe that's because they had a lot of minutes and we didn't want Alphonso Davies to do a ton of... Oh, that's a good ball. Oh. That is not the start you want. Blackburn. Really good work from Panama down the side, man, but God, that is too early of a goal to concede. We did it against Honduras. We said that Panama would be dangerous down this right-hand side. And that's exactly what they did, man. That's exactly what they did. They found their main target man in the middle. Blackburn with a nice little composed finish, but it's a big hole, man, to go down this early in a qualifier like this. But like I always say when our teams go down early, I'm just hoping now that Panama gets nervous and Panama sits back and invites pressure from a team that should already be dominating possession. But not a very good start for Canada, guys. But it's all right. It's all right. It's early. It's early. We've been down before. It's far from over. Let's see how the boys can react. Let's see how the boys can react. Did you just go on one soccer? It did. That's tough, guys. It's tough. It's tough. But it's all right. It is all right. We'll find a way. Nice little corner kick. Oh, Alfonso with the little nutmeg, but took no chances there. Go Panama. Got a couple tuning in from Panama today. Couple tune in. Can't believe Canada gave away so early. I can't either, guys. But it's very early. It's very early in the match. It's not ideal. But let's just hope, like I said, Panama sits back now and invites pressure. Eustachio's got the corner coming in. It's defended well. There can be a double-edged sword from conceding so early, especially when you're the team who's expected to not have possession. They're going to hopefully sit back, they're going to get nervous, and they're going to allow Canada to attack. And that's what we got to hope. But, I mean, we talked about the wing play from Panama, and they showed wicked speed right there, and Kamal Miller's got to be very careful as he gets lucky there against Blackburn there. Canada might be an up and coming great, but y'all have much to learn. It's far from over, my man. It's far from over in this match. We do. I mean, the CONCACAF is definitely a forever changing. That's a very poor ball right to Alphonso Davies where you don't want him. To Jonathan David. Why are you not putting that in the net? David, you're one-on-one there. Why are you squaring it? Oh. That was a terrible, terrible ball from the Panama midfielder there. I'm not sure who it was, but it went right on the feet, and Davies puts David through, and you have to bury that. You have to bury that. You have to put that in the back of the net. Oh, man. Why can't he just shoot? I don't know. David was in one-on-one, man. Just he had no pressure. He had no pressure. He had to find a corner there and just tuck it in. It's that easy. That was a tough little corner there. I'm not sure who body checked. Was it Victoria? Oh, it was. It was Victoria. But, I mean, hey, there's some nerves right there, man. There's some nerves. A lot of pressure coming in from Canada already. Davies just walking through the defender. Hey, it's a good response, guys. It's a good response at the very least. It's a good response. David should have shot it there, 1,000%. There's no need to square it. There's 3 white shirts that Davies made one beautiful pass to get rid of 3 defenders there to put David in on goal. You don't go back across. You're a striker. You're number 9 who's in decent form. You need to put that in the back of the net. But I do like the reaction. Oh, Tajon Buchanan just had a spill. Let's go Panama. We got a couple Panama supporters in, guys. If you're just tuning in to the stream, be sure to drop a like, say hello in the chat, and yeah, let me know who you're cheering on, because we do have a couple Panama supporters who are probably really enjoying this right now. That's gotta be a foul, surely. Come on, baby, let's go. Awful start. Richie Larea getting all angry. I'm surprised he didn't score. I am too. When you have an opportunity to get back in the game that quickly, and it's your number 1 striker, your main focal point up front, you gotta take that shot. But it's all right. We move on. It's 10 minutes in the match. I thought they preferred baseball in Panama. Okay. 5-2 for Canada. Carlos is calling. We got a set piece coming up, and like we said, guys, notice where Steven Vittoria is. Vittoria is going to be the man that Eustachio goes deep to, but this was a poor delivery. Next Canadian that should move to Europe, in your opinion? I'd like to see. It's tough. I have a few. I mean, I'd like to see Alistair Johnston move across. I think him, Kamal Miller, and Richie Larea can all move. Those are the 3 package. And again, I notice that there's a trend, and it's sticking our defenders over in Europe. We know that that's somewhat our weakness here. And I think the more that go over to Europe, the better. I think Alistair Johnston could learn a lot, and I think he'd be a very useful player for some teams. I think the championship could be a good fit for him. Maybe if he heads over to Liga, it's a big jump. Maybe Scotland, Netherlands, like a league like that. But I really enjoyed Alistair Johnston's development, and I think he deserves. Oh, it's another poor ball there from Kamal Miller. Stuff that we cannot afford to do. Why would you pass it when you have an empty net to shoot on? I know, but we got some nerves wracking here from Canada. That's a tough challenge there on Tajon Buchanan. Canada needs to show that they can win against teams like Panama, because the World Cup teams are gonna be way harder than if they make it. I agree, man. I absolutely agree. Like I said, the number one ruling, and I keep repeating myself, but I'm repeating myself because it's a known fact. You win at home, you take points on the road. This has to be a big match for Canada. You need to win at home, especially because of the team you're up against. Panama is in front of you in the standings. You're at home, and it was just a terrible, terrible start. And the nerves are creeping in, man. That Jamaica game was horrible. It was horrible, man. It was absolutely horrible. The start to this game is, I mean, obviously worse, but there's a lot of minutes to play. I think Canada just needs to calm themselves a little bit. I don't like what Alistair Johnston just did there. There's zero reason to punt the ball across the field like that. It's a turnover, and now, like I said, the speed of Panama is going to try to hit. Didn't work this time, but Canada has a strong enough squad, especially in the middle of the park, to pass the ball around. You don't need to punt it upfield and kind of hope. And I want to see a little bit better. Now, Alistair Johnston, like we've talked about, isn't known for his ball movement. So once again, he's not the player who should be trying that. When the ball is at him, he should look for the pass, like he just did there, and try to pick out Eustachio, try to pick out Watherspoon, try to pick out players who are going to make a difference. I found Larea there, but that was a really poor ball. Good chance by the U.S. What's the score of the U.S. game? Still 1-1. It's a nice little ball there from Jonathan David. Finds Richie Larea. Very compact, man. It's a lot of white shirts behind the ball. Oh, nicely done from Tajon Buchanan. Oh, that's got to hit the hand. Ref! Ref! You point at the hand after it hits the hand. Guy's holding his nuts. No way. He literally, that definitely hit his hand. And watch the replay here. I'm pretty sure, unless it went nuts to hand, but... Okay, I lied. It did not hit his hand. It went square in the groin. Yeah, it hit the deflection off. It hit the deflection off another player. You know what? Okay. I take it back, my man. I take it back. You took that like a man. I don't think it did. No, it didn't. It was a different angle. It hit off the other defender. that was full package there. Yeah, that was an over exaggeration by my first glance there. But all right, Canada, let's see what we can do here, man. It looked like handball live to me too, but in slow mo, it was straight to the groin. All right, but yeah, I don't know, man. The nerves are creeping in for me, so I can't imagine how Canada's feeling right now. That was ball to ball, not hand to hand, or ball to hand. All right, we move on. 14 minutes in, a lot of work to do for Canada now. Buchanan has been heavily involved, and notice that both. Oh, Alphonso Davies, beautiful run, David. Got to bury that, my man. Alphonso is putting it on a platter for you. Alphonso Davies is having fun out there. But we need a striker who can put in the ball in the back of the net. I mean, it was a good hit considering it was on his left foot like that. It's a deep corner from Eustachio. Is there a foul? There is. Bro, don't compare Canada. It's an easy dub. Now, I would say an easy dub. This game's far from over. Jonathan David could put the ball in the back of the net today. We'd be doing much better. That's two huge opportunities that fell to the player you wanted. Now, I give David some credit there because the ball came to, like, Alphonso Davies went through 4 players, left it on a little platter for David. But if you watch on the replay, look at Davies, man. That's what separates him. And look at this ball. But David hit it completely standing still with his left foot. It was a decent effort, but I mean, he had opportunity to walk in a little bit to toe poke it. He seems a little nervous. That's what it is. He seems a little nervous out there. My local team is Philadelphia Union. There you go. You got the Aronson brothers, which is pretty cool to watch. Patson looks like he's going to be a real stud for you guys as well. But man, Panama knows how to keep it close. Yeah, and especially that Panama has the lead right now. You're gonna see some CONCACAF football. I can promise you that. It should be 2-1, but you're seeing a fight back from Canada, man. Alphonso sometimes needs to go for it by himself. Sometimes, but I mean, I don't think Alphonso could have done any better, man. I don't think he could have done any better there. Both balls he put through for Jonathan David should have been in the back of the net. They absolutely should have been. That other one was incredible. Davies is a generational player, man. And you're spot on. He just went at 4 players and still found that clever little ball to put David through. He is a generational player, but we got to take our chances. A draw's not good enough. Oh, Eustachio. Panama coming through here. Azori does well. Now let's see what we can hit here. We got speed. But what I was going to say was notice how Jonathan David and Davies are playing up front. I think the strategy to that was that they played a ton of minutes. And as anyone who knows who plays football, you play a lot. You run a lot more on the pitch when you're playing as a midfielder than you are a striker. So allowing a rested Tajon to play on the wings with Larea or as the wing backs, it gives Davies an opportunity to still do what he does, but to play in a way where he can rest his legs a little bit. So that's my theory as to why Alphonso Davies is playing as a striker. And you know what? He's looked pretty good so far, man. He's playing right alongside Jonathan David, but he's the one dropping back a little bit more, grabbing the ball and creating opportunities for David. It's just a matter of time of whether David can put one of these in the back of the net. Alphonso Davies is a difference maker driving Canada-Qatar. I agree. But again, man, we're losing right now. That's a good ball as long as Davies is onside. And it's off. Panama is right now playing a Spanish-Italian type of play. Canada is just using a better type of American type of soccer. I mean, the Italian, I agree with 100%. I would say, if anything, I mean, when I picture Spanish football, I picture possession. I picture just very specific way of playing. Italian, stubborn, defensive. That's what I would probably relate Panama to tonight. I'm not really sure the kind of football I'm predicting Canada to play because I expect them to have a lot of possession tonight. But they're a little one directional right now, and I have no problem with it. But I don't know what kind of style I want to compare it to. A little sloppy, and there's Jonathan David coming in. Nice ball, Alfonso. Aha. Davies. Just takes on every player in the book. Nice ball to Eustachio. Ref, come on. Come on. It's body check from behind. He's playing an open game. It's a nice little move there from Quintero, though. Another massive opportunity. I think he's being a bit of a troll. Well, I mean, it's just an okay point. Saying Panama's playing, I mean, the old school Italian way when he played defensively, hit on the counter. This is fair. It's a fair statement. They're definitely not playing like Spaniards. But I don't know, man. That's a complete body check on my eyes. They're complaining pretty hard, but guess what? There's no VAR, so it doesn't matter. No point bitching about something that's not there. But let's take a look. He ran him right over. That's pretty harsh. Right from behind, takes him out. I don't know, man. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think that was a pen? Try to be as unbiased as you can. I know that we got a bunch of Canucks here, but I don't know. He shielded the ball well, and he just got taken out from behind. It seemed a little iffy to me, man. If we end up losing this game, there's still a chance for us to secure top 3. I don't know, man. I don't know. Every point matters. I still think this is the game we have to win. There's 2 ways of looking at it. We haven't lost in 5 games, or we've won 1 in 5 games. There's a lot to it. If we go 2-4, 10 points after 2 windows, I'm fine with that. But right now we're sitting on 7, and I just don't know if that's good enough. I honestly don't. Canada has to find a way through here. And they're showing opportunities, man. Holy smokes, on that replay, it's worse than actual speed. Clear penalty. It's absolutely ridiculous at one of the most important tournaments, if not the most important tournament a player could ever play in. On the qualifying on the way there, you don't have VAR. And I get that some nations... Oh, nice touch player, but I get that some nations can't afford it or don't have it implemented, but if you have VAR, you should be allowed to use it. That is just as simple as it is. It's a debate we're always going to go through, but right now it's Canada that are getting... Oh, nice move from Davies. There's no VAR. There is not. Nice hit. No, there's no VAR in CONCACAF World Cup qualifying. Which, I mean, Jamaica got lucky against the U.S. because there should have been 2 blatant reds. And then for us, I don't know. I thought that was supposed to be I think that should have been a pen. But what can you do? VAR isn't allowed in North America. Yay, Angie finally found the game. Drop a W for Angie. Drop a W for Angie. I'm starting to get a little bit more nervous. We've had massive opportunities, which is something to take away here. I mean, with someone like Alphonso Davies playing as a striker right now, it's so much more fun than I thought it was going to be. I thought I really wanted him to play down the wings because we know the pace he has. But like I said, the strategy of probably playing him up front so he got a little bit of rest. Because you just generally don't run more up top than when you do when you run through the midfield. He's looked so dangerous. Every time Davies has had the ball today, he's been creating chances. He's been taking on 3, 4, 5 players. But we need a goal here before halftime. Oh, Eustachio does so well. I love my boy Stefan. I do too, man. I do too. Panama's honestly, through the press that we've given them, they've turned over a lot of balls tonight. Giving a lot of more pressure coming back at them, which again, we talk about these tired legs. We're hoping that they're going to come into effect here. But they just don't have much of an option besides punting the ball upfield. And it goes right back to a Canadian player who then just turns it right around. Oh my God, Davies is next level. He is, and I like the strategy because a lot of us were debating, do you play David and Davies? I mean, answer is yes, but what agreements do you have with Bayern and Lille? What kind of strategies can you do? Do you play him for 65? Do you play him for the whole game? What you do, you put Davies up top so you can rest his legs a little more than the wings. It's genius. John Herdman, big brain. Tajon Buchanan wins ourselves a corner, guys. If you guys are just tuning into the chat, be sure to drop a like, drop a sub, and say hello if you're new around here. Let me know if you're cheering on the Canadians and where you're watching from today. The boys have a corner. Now, I haven't been the biggest fan of Alphonso Davies taking corners. I just don't think it's his specialty. We'll see how this corner does from our main man here. Defended well. It's an okay corner, that one was. Oh, don't blow it, ref. He doesn't do it for Vitoria. There are a few streams on YouTube. My computer guru cousin hooked me up. I have no clue how to find it in Germany. Other than Panama scoring, they've done little. They haven't. And like I said, man, it's a double-edged sword. When you're the team like Panama and you're going to, probably expect to have a little less of the ball. You're the away team, and honestly, Canada on paper has a stronger team. You're going to have to sit back and defend a lot. And when you get a goal right away, it makes that 10 times worse. So I expect Panama to have some real tired legs, real tired minds come the end of this match. But I mean, I would still rather start with the lead than trail it. But we've had chances, man. We should have easily scored a couple. It's a very deep ball to Tajon Buchanan, who does very well. What can Tajon do? That's got to be a foul, ref. There you go. There you go. Finally a booking. And there it is. Dancing Tajon Buchanan gets the yellow card out. Wins us one. Is that a blue Yeti, Mike? It is, Goosey Goose. Solid eye, my man. Solid eye. Des scored a complete banger. Is it still 1-1, the Costa Rica-US game? I heard he scored a good goal. Now we need Canada to step up here. They have a dangerous set piece coming up. Once again, I just think, let me know who do you guys want to take our free kicks and our corners? Eustachio or Davies? Now, Alphonso, I guess, has every right to, but I just think Steph is a set piece specialist. That's what he is. We've seen him score free kicks. His deliveries from the corners have always been great. I just don't think that's Davies' strength. And that's example A as to why. Which is fine. I mean, Alphonso Davies brings so much more to his game. He doesn't have to be the set piece specialist, but I mean, I get it. I mean, when you're the best player on the team, you like having the responsibility. I don't know. I just don't like when he does it. His deliveries aren't that great from set pieces. Will Herdman get sacked if Canada doesn't qualify? I highly, highly doubt it. I really don't think. And I think Herdman is still doing a very good job with this team. But these are games he has to win. It's very simple. I think that one just dunged the bar. Or maybe the keeper got a touch to it. He keeps getting better. This many tries, he'll get better. I hope he proves me wrong, man. I hope he proves me wrong. Davies. Yes! Yes! Alphonso Davies gives Josh the middle finger, and I'm fine with it. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Tajon Buchanan. Alphonso Davies with a beautiful delivery. Oh, let's go. Alphonso Davies shuts me right up. And that was a way much better ball. He had 4 attempts at it, but that was a beautiful, beautiful ball. I think it came off of Buchanan. It might have came off the shoulder of a Panama defender there, but let's go. Yeah, that was an own goal. That was an own goal, but that was such a needed and such a timely goal. We've been dominating the game. John Herman loves it. Just fucking loves it. Oh, baby, let's go. I replied in the Panamanian troll on the other video, mentioned Davies and Buchanan link up. It looks like, to me, it looked like an own goal. But much better, man. Much better. We're back in it. 1-1. Beautiful, beautiful corner from Alphonso Davies and hit the shoulder of the Panamanian defender. And in the back of the net it went. He had to get it right eventually. Bean comes in. Own goal. We'll take it. Fired right up. Yeah, I mean, I guess that was his, what, a 4th straight corner? And I wasn't chirping Alfonso. I just said I think Eustachio is a better set piece specialist, and I truthfully believe that. But now let's see what the boys can do. Steph finds Jonathan David. He's gonna look for Alphonso Davies' run. Davies! No! Ref, you gotta call that. Ref. Oh yeah, Herman's fired up. It's like the 3rd penalty shout we've had. And what a ball. Look at the run from Alphonso Davies, man. Look at the run. That's what you want your strike partner to be able to do. Come on. I don't know, man. Like, he completely stopped him. All right, there you go, ref. Call that one. If that's not a pen, I don't know what is. That's a joke. And there's another yellow card, though, man. To me, and I don't know if this is because, you know, it is what it is. But to me, man, this looks like another ref who's put in a situation he's not meant for. His officiating has been all over the place tonight. That's 2 clear penalties. And then it seems like he tries to make it up with it, and then he's been tossing out yellows, which, it's fine. Maxwell's pissed right off. Ref. I don't know how that's not a pen, man. It's a complete goal-scoring opportunity. It's a 2nd one tonight. I don't know, man. It's just ridiculous. I don't know. That's 2 penalties. But you know what? Canada's playing very well. They're taking the match to Panama right now, and now we have Steph over a little set piece. We got LB, or XBL, who's new to the channel. Welcome, my man. Going for a deep ball, finding Steven Vittoria for the set piece play that they always do. And Vittoria does very well to get that back in. Jonathan David, 1-on-3, does so well. Attaboy, finds Buchanan. But yeah, to my new men to the channel, I mean, feel free to drop a sub if you are new. But if you're in Canada, I believe there's a couple different options. It might be on YouTube on One Soccer. It might be on Sportsnet now for free. It could be on Sportsnet if you have Sportsnet, or if you have One Soccer. It's a few different ones. Sportsnet now is working for you guys who may not have it, but nice. Steph. Is Hoylett on the bench? He's not. He picked up an injury and he's back. He's back in England, man. And for you guys, just for a little, I guess a little sneak peek, I'm gonna tell you guys about a new series we're bringing to the channel that will come out probably early next week. So hopefully you guys will be excited for that. Canadian men's national team related, and we'll bring that up at halftime. So someone remind me, but the new series, it'll be fun. Nice ball to Kamal Miller. I feel much more comfortable now at 1-1 because it looks like goals could be coming, man. Canada is creating opportunities. Nice ball there from Alistair Johnston, but a sloppy touch from Alphonso Davies. And that's where we got to be careful. That's where we really have to be careful. When we turn over the ball, but we did well to win it back. Buchanan, take a look. When we win the ball back, or when we turn over the ball, we got to be careful because we know the counter is really the main opportunity for Panama. And if we're pumping players up. Nice ball to Alphonso Davies. Good block. It's a nice ball there from Steph. Picked out Alphonso Davies, and I'm really enjoying Alphonso Davies' game at striker. No foul given on Jonathan Osorio. Finds Buchanan. Pretty obvious there. Kamal Miller wins it back. Panama player still down. Canada does not give an F. I guess they do anyways. I'm excited for the new series. Bean, I think you will be. I think you guys will be. We are getting Holler and Adiemi. I'm so happy. Maybe, man. Maybe. Those are fresh rumors. We'll have to see. Just watch the smallest punch in our zone. The ref will give us a penalty. Yeah, I don't know, man. The ref tonight has been very questionable in my eyes. Very disappointing, to be honest, but it's all right. It's 1-1 right now. We're showing what we're capable of doing. There's still a lot of football to play. It'd be amazing if we could sneak another one in here. But the ref clearly isn't going to help us with any penalties by any stretch. But yeah, I think if VAR was there, I think they at least one of the two, probably the first one, would have been given. But the second one as well, man. I mean, it looked, because there are two players challenging to the ball. That one could have been debated, but either way, there's no VAR, so there's no point complaining. It is what it is. Tajon Buchanan does very well. Buchanan and Larea, expect them to switch. Nicely grabbed from Crepeau. Buchanan and Larea will switch a lot as the two flanks, and we saw it already. Buchanan going as left wing back. He'll love to cut onto his right foot. They have switched back pretty quickly, though, which is surprising, but nice little ball. Richie Larea does well. Keylor Navas subbed off with an injury. That sucks, man. Nice ball over to Watherspoon, who's been pretty quiet this game, and then he puts one to the moon. Hi, I am from Germany. Both I live in Panama. Very cool. BVB FIFA Mobile. Bitchin' name. Welcome. Obviously, you're cheering on Panama tonight, but Rio says watch Panama get given a penalty. Yeah, I'd lose my shit. But we're playing better, boys. But here comes Panama. Having a little bit of the ball right now, so let's see the shape that we can defend in here. But yeah, I mean, Keylor Navas has had shoulder problems, I believe. So someone just mentioned in the chat that he got subbed off with an injury. I'm curious to know if it's a shoulder injury. I think I mentioned on the channel a few times, I'm someone who's dealt with 3 dislocated shoulders and surgery. So, I mean, if Keylor didn't get surgery, he's probably going to need it if he's dislocated his shoulder again. Oh, boys! Alphonso Davies. Under pressure from Jonathan David. That was a sketchy little play there from the keeper. Under a lot of pressure. Oh, that's a foul. Ref, that's right from behind. It's right from behind. Runs David right over. No idea, but he was subbed off at halftime. One thing you would change so far. I don't know. I don't know. I really like... I mean... The way we started the match sucked because we gave up a goal so early. But other than that, man, we've been dominating the match. I really enjoy Davies up front playing alongside David. I think those two have good chemistry together. I'd say, if anything, like I said, coming out of the back, I'd try to play with the back a little bit more. I don't like when Alistair Johnston or even Kamal Miller punt the ball upfield. They look for those diagonals, just because I don't think that's the strongest part to either one of their games. We've seen Alistair Johnston do it a couple of times, and the ball's just simply gone out of play. So for me, I'd say just keep playing out of the back, keep focusing to find Larea, find Tajon Buchanan. You're going to have support through the 3-man midfield with Watherspoon, Osorio, and Eustachio giving you support. But we had a really dangerous opportunity there, man. Alphonso Davies almost got through on goal. And then the Panamanian keeper is faking an injury. Miller has looked shaky to me. He has. Miller, as we've noticed a few times, man, a little bit of an inconsistent player. I think he's put in some really, really strong performances. And I think he's the perfect make of a player to play as an outside left center back. But he sometimes loses concentration, and you'll sometimes see him play a poor ball, in my opinion. I think Derek Cornelius is a really good option there. But like I said, I think Cornelius, you'll probably mostly see him in back fours. But Miller, yeah, I don't know. The only thing I noticed, most of the time Miller puts in solid performances. I have no issues with his game. But like I said, sometimes a little lapse in concentration gets him. Can't wait to see Mexico tonight. They are passed after only getting 1 point. I'm assuming, pissed after getting 1 point at home against Canada. Well, yeah, we need Mexico to take points from El Salvador. We need U.S. to take points from Costa Rica, and we need to get a 3-pointer tonight. We're back at 1-1 after going down early. The shots are 9-1 for Canada, by the way. So it has been a very dominant performance. Why I wouldn't change too much. Just simple things. Like I said, I don't think Miller and Johnson's strength is, at least, like I said, balls in the air, those diagonals. They're just not, especially Johnson, not that great at picking them out. You have the bodies around you. Just play with it. Play it out from the back. Get it to the players you want it to. The three men in the middle. But we'll see. Love you, JJD. Much love from Douglas. Douglas, man, hope you're doing well today. Nice ball from Osorio. It's got to be a foul on Richie Larea, surely. The success of Canadians women's team at the Olympics and men's getting higher on the profile of Alphonso Davies' status growing. Do you think soccer will become the number one sport in Canada? No. Soccer will never become the number one sport in Canada, that's for sure. But it's a very, very highly growing sport, and that's all I'm trying to do. Hockey will always be the number one sport. I don't think there's a way around it, but I think soccer can one day battle with the basketball. No? What do you think?
I think basketball's quickly becoming the most popular sport.
Producer T thinks basketball is
too expensive, so less and less people are playing it.
Producer T says, and you make good points because both of us have played hockey our whole lives, that hockey's too expensive a sport, so it's losing a lot of interest. Where Taylor believes basketball is becoming one of the most popular. I think hockey's still the most popular, but he does make an excellent point, and that's also the reason why soccer could grow. I just wouldn't ever say it's going to become our number one. I personally think hockey will always be, but maybe that's because I don't give a crap about basketball. So I'm low-key rooting that soccer can, but we'll have to see. It's one of the easiest sports in the world to play. Our national teams are getting better. I'm seeing the interest here, even on this channel, from a lot of Canucks out there. It's awesome to see. So it's on the rise, that's for sure. Does qualifying for the World Cup help grow football? That is the number one way Canada will grow. If we qualify for the World Cup and we're guaranteed back-to-back, if we can qualify for Qatar, it will help this sport grow like it hasn't in a long, long time. It's already on the rise for several reasons. With you said, the women's team having Alphonso Davies, and specifically Alphonso Davies, what he's done, winning a Champions League, and Jonathan David doing some good things as well. There's a lot, man. There's a lot, but it's still got a long way to go. But a step in the right direction would be qualifying for Qatar 2022. But Panama's picking up a little bit of possession here. Makes me a little annoying. Soccer is number one in Canada. The media pushes Blue Jays and hockey. The top 10 jerseys in the GTA are all soccer. I mean, GTA is big, but Canada is definitely more than just the GTA. But Rio, I mean, I agree with you, because a lot of different backgrounds in the GTA, and a lot love soccer. I mean, I do agree with that, but I still don't know about Canada wide if it's a thing. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know the stats, but I'd imagine it's still hockey. How's Canada playing, boys? They've dripped off here the last 5 to 10 minutes. They've absolutely dominated the match. They let in a first one pretty quickly. Counterattack, quick football, good little play from Panama. But after that, we've, like I said, completely dominated the game. Took it to them. Shots were 9-1 at one point. But right now, Panama, man, picking up possession, and it's a little nerve-wracking. I don't know if it's a little bit of a plan for John Herman to let Panama play with the ball every once in a while and hit them on the break, so you don't have so many white bodies behind you. But I mean, most of this match, the game has been played with the ball at a red jersey. Why did nobody talk about lacrosse? Yeah, Again, for me, I don't watch lacrosse. It's Canada's official sport. Lacrosse is. Lacrosse is a cool sport. I don't watch it or know anything about it. USA is dominating possession. Only small towns in Canada are hockey. My 27-year-old son and his friends don't watch hockey like I do. Yeah, I mean GTA. I mean, it's an expensive sport to play, but I don't know. It'd be cool. I don't know. For me, in my eyes, it's hockey. But a lot of sports are catching up because you don't need to spend thousands of dollars on equipment. Going for a hit from distance. Panama coming up. What's your guys' thoughts on Wotherspoon so far? Speaking of the man, he just gives the ball away. Not what you want to see from David Wotherspoon. Panama with a good ball blocked from Victoria out for a corner. Best sequence for Panama by far, man. By far, this is the best sequence for Panama. I think it's important now for Canada to get in to halftime with a 1-1 draw. Good push here. Pepe needs to score it away. Rio, I'm from Vancouver. Soccer isn't popular here at all. Seattle hockey team has got more hype than soccer even. Yeah, again, I agree with Rio's statement about the GTA, but yeah, Canada-wide, I can't imagine soccer is quite where they want it to be, but it's like I said, qualifying for the World Cup will be very, very important. But a corner kick. Got a little fight breaking out. Little fight breaking out here. Alphonso Davies is not happy. Henry Adekubi not happy. Uh-oh. 4 additional minutes added on and a brawl breaking out. It's what you like to see, boys. It's what you like to see. Ah, there's CONCACAF for you guys. Anyone watching from Europe tonight, Angie? Are you in the States or are you in Europe? Where are you? Because this is CONCACAF at its finest. A lot of anger coming in there, man. Josh, do the men's national team always play their matches in Toronto? They'll be that's the main stadium they play in, but they're gonna be playing in Edmonton the next window. Whitecaps have bigger crowds than Canucks or Lions. I don't know about that, but I mean sometimes it's hard to tell because hockey arenas hold way less people than soccer stadiums, but yeah, Whitecaps are I think do pretty well out in Vancouver. They have a massive stadium. I think it holds 27,000. But look at Daniel Henry, man, stretching, won't move. Got a little heat going on with the 4 additional minutes. With now this brawl, we're probably going to be here for probably an extra 5, 6, 7 minutes as the teams return to where their benches are, and everyone's getting ready for a corner. Not the most ideal time to get in a brawl, try to get the focus back on to defend a corner, but yes, Alphonso Davies was a Whitecap. I believe he wore number 67, played as a right winger. The young man did before getting picked up by Bayern, where he got quickly transferred into a left back and one of the best left backs in world football. But when he plays for Canada, man, he's anything but your typical left back. I mean, right now he's playing as, I feel like I'm playing FIFA 22. Just toss the fast players up front. Because he's literally playing as striker right now, which again, stuff you only see in CONCACAF. But nice ball, good delivery. But defended well. Alphonso Davies, you got to be careful there, my man. But it falls to Steph, who's going to crank that upfield. Defended very well, though. You're getting bodies up forward. You got Tejan, who I cannot wait to watch play at Club Rouge in January. An extra 4 minutes on now, guys. On top of the brawl we just saw. Canucks tickets are 200. Yeah, Vancouver prices, I can imagine. Who cares about the popularity of the game as long as there's a strong, passionate base that supports club and country? Well said, my man. Well said. The war, yeah. Yeah, that was a little CONCACAF fight right there. But we got 4 minutes, man. Let's see if Canada can do something special here in the remainder. Tajon Buchanan puts Jonathan Davies through. Don't put it up. Don't put it up. It was Alphonso Davies who went through, but couldn't time his run. How close was he? Oh, he was onside, man. He was onside. Look, I mean, again, I don't know. No VAR, so again, what's the point? It looked like he was on to me. Do you guys think he was onside there? At that view they just showed me, it looked like he was right in line. Fast player gets punished. Why were they fighting? They're taking the corner and Daniel Henry was stretching and just would not move. And just was chilling there and wasn't moving, and then a little fight broke out. But nice little ball. Got some extra minutes here, man. I think there's probably 2 or 3 minutes still to play in this half. Come on, Canada. Let's do something here. They're playing with it from the back. Victoria goes long and a really, really good ball. Wotherspoon, man, you gotta take that down. I don't think Wotherspoon's had the greatest. I'd maybe look to take off. Well, I don't know. I'm trying to think. If they want to play the 2 strikers, I do like Davies and David, but I mean, I'd maybe look to take off Wotherspoon and put on maybe put on Schaffelberg or put on another winger. Get some of the overlapping runs. Wotherspoon, in my eyes, has been very, very quiet this half. Oh, he does well there, though, to keep it in. Fine. Osorio to Eustachio. Can Buchanan get there? He can. Josh, are you going to order Football Manager 22? Probably not. Probably not. If I do any content related to a video game, it'll be FIFA 22 because I've already bought it. Can you can't compare the, okay, no, back to the other point, but nice ball. No, it's not. All right, 50 minutes played. It's got to be pretty close to halftime now. Is it overtime because of the brawl? Yeah. There was 4 minutes already, and then the brawl broke out right at 45 minutes and took about 2 minutes, so I'm expecting it to wrap up within the next 30 or so seconds, but let's see if we can get another rush here. Buchanan looking for David. No, he's not. He goes inside. Tajon. And there's halftime. Little frustrating, man. Little frustrating there. All right, let's see what you guys are saying, man. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. If you guys haven't done so yet, be sure to drop a like on the stream. We're at 47, guys. Let's bump them up to past 50. We can get past 50 pretty easily. And, of course, be sure to drop a sub as well if you guys are new to the channel. A brawl in Central American team. Surprise, surprise. Just joined the stream. Wasn't that the most obvious effing penalty with a red card? The ref, again, in my eyes, got put in a position that he's obviously not ready for. Because I thought this ref was very, very poor. And it's not the first time we've seen very questionable officiating. Because that Jamaica-US game was pathetic. Anyone who's a US supporter would know that. The game was pathetic. The 2 Jamaican players should have clearly been sent off. In my eyes, there was 2 penalties that should have been given tonight. The ref has been absolutely all over the place. I don't know. It's just, yeah. But I agree with you, my man. Caleb, welcome to the chat. It's frustrating, but I mean, hindsight 50-50. We're still in it. It's 1-1. We have been the better team for the majority of the half. However, I do think Panama has had a couple really good spells, which somewhat nerve-wracking. Yeah, she has yellow plus a pen, but definite pen, and yeah, I agree with that. I don't know about the red, but I do think it was a penalty for sure. That was something. Would you guys do any substitutions here at halftime? Like I said, the one that comes to mind is I just don't think Wotherspoon has had any input on this match. I'd either put on, let's take a look, guys. If you want to keep shape, which I do really enjoy Davies playing as a striker. But if you were going to keep the shape I'd suggest probably Mark Anthony Kaye coming in for Wotherspoon. Very technical player, Mark Anthony Kaye is. And if you want to switch up the shape, you could go to the 3-4-3. Have Buchanan, Larea still at the wing backs. Take off Wotherspoon. Have Davies put on Schaffelberg or Miller as the other winger. And then have David up front. That's kind of what I would like to maybe see. I just don't think Wotherspoon has any input. I just don't think the chemistry is there right now. And we need to create something a little bit different. Because like I stated, Panama had a really, really good spell there. We dominated most of the match. And then, like I said, that really good spell from Panama. So maybe something different needs to come in here. And if you switch up the shape and create these overlapping runs by playing a 3-4-3, that's something that I think that could work. CONCACAF Canadian Classic. The ref is lame. Totally lame. Is Davies going to get tired playing at this pace? And I said this earlier in the stream, guys, and I truly believe it. I think whether there was a conversation with Bayern or a conversation with Davies and Herdman or however it went down, you run a lot more distance and a lot more effort and constant movement when you play, especially as a wing back, but even as sometimes on the wings, depending what system you're going to play in. You do probably the least amount of running as a striker. So I think a lot of the strategy came putting your two main hitters, David and Davies, as strikers. I think that was the theory around it, at least in my eyes. Put Davies up front so he can start, he can play, he can be effective, but he can save his legs. That's what I see. But I don't think they're gonna get tired, man. I mean, they play for Bayern. The ongoing joke that they're machines there. I think Davies will be fine. David, in my eyes, should have scored 2 already. Plus, we also had 2 shouts for penalties. There's no reason we shouldn't be winning this game. I hate him so much, let alone making the wrong decisions, but certainly it wasn't a penalty. Oh, Wotherspoon hasn't been so great. Wotherspoon botched his last 2 good chances. Yeah, that's what I would do, man. The substitution I would do would be Wotherspoon for Schaffelberg or Miller, or if you want to keep shape, for Mark Anthony Kaye. Imagine Tyson Fury playing with Harry Kane. Davies is an attacking position, is necessary for us for reaching the potential. Buchanan is running like a dog. He needs to be started every game for sure. Let's go Canada. And well, that's what I'm trying to think. If Herdman wanted Davies to specifically play as a striker to make sure his legs can stay where he wants them and does a little bit less running, then we had to stick with the 2-striker system, which means that I would take off Wotherspoon for Kaye. If that's not the worry, and I'm just overthinking it, and we want to switch up shape and go to that 3-4-3 or something like that, I think Schaffelberg would be a special little player to bring on right now for Wotherspoon or Liam Miller. It's the U.S. score. 2-1 for the States. Excellent chance in the box, and he squares it past Navas' replacement. Wait, what happened to Keylor Navas? I think he hurt himself, man. Might be seeing a lot. I'm trying to follow the chat here. It must be confusing. Someone can't follow all these plot twists that are going on in our chat here. But the U.S. are leading 2-1, which again, like I said, U.S., Canada, Mexico need to help each other out. U.S. did us dirty by dropping points against Panama, but we'll need to keep Davies up front. He is unlocking all of Johnny's potential. I agree with that. I love the duo up front, and like I still said, my theory is that he's up there for a reason, to rest those legs. But I don't know. I don't know what to do with the midfield, man. I don't know what to do with the midfield because Wotherspoon just looks lost out there right now, which is a shame because, like I said, he was the one player I was kind of excited to see start because he's hasn't had or played in a match of this pedigree quite yet, so it's good to see him get the start. Maxwell's not impressed, as Panama should be lucky. They are, man. Like I said, with David's 2 completely open opportunities, and then 2, in my eyes, penalties that were there. Canada's got ripped off, but they are still 1-1. They are still at home, and they still have a second half to play. Everything is open for them, but they need to win this match. They absolutely do. Let's take a look at some of the other scores, guys. And we're going to tell you about our new series, by the way, guys. So if you guys are excited for our new series, we're going to drop it now. Be sure to drop a like on the stream. Our new series is going to be called the Canadian Men's National Team Players Abroad. And basically, each week, we're going to come together for a video and we're going to discuss how our Canucks basically performed abroad. So we're going to talk about the usuals like David, Davies. Once Buchanan does go over to Club Bruges, we'll talking about him, Eustachio, Laren, Hutch, all that fun stuff. And then on top of that, keeping you guys updated of how Wotherspoon did, how Harry Patton did, and some other names in there. So hopefully you guys are excited for that series, because it's definitely been in the making for a long, long time. And if you are, let me know if you're excited for it. What happened to Tipa Hutchinson? Good holding mid to bring balance. I'm not really sure if it was injury or what exactly kept him out, but he was called up to this window along with, Cavallini, Laren. There was a bunch of bodies that got called up, but whether it was injuries or other reasons in between, they weren't able to play, which is a shame. Hutchinson wasn't able to get in here, especially for Kyle Laren as well. I think Kyle Laren is one of the most consistent and impressive players, and gives us such a different option than Jonathan David up front. But let's take a little peek, guys, on the other scores going around. So U.S. are up 2-1 against Costa Rica. Looks like it was an own goal, and Serginho Dest got the goals. So the live table standings right now, we're still sitting in 4th place, which is fantastic. And then hopefully Mexico wins earlier, and that is perfect. If we can get a win here and get up to 10, it would put us 4 points in front of 5th place. Very important. Very important. Honduras and Jamaica, let's hope, guys, it all stays as a draw. Because if it stays at a draw, Honduras and Jamaica sit on 4 and 3 points respectively, which is just perfect for us. So we'll have to wait and see how that is, but 3 points are absolutely, in my eyes, still up for grabs. And we got basically a big 45 minutes to play here, guys. Greetings from Mexico. Greetings, my man. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content. If you do, be sure to comment. Drop a sub. Always appreciate it. We're getting close to 6K, and I appreciate all you guys' support. They gave that own goal. It should have been Weah. He's the one who shot it. All right. When did Weah come on? I know that was a big debate with when to get Weah on. Is Weah started? I thought Areola started. Well, there you go. Did he pull a hamstring or something before the game got going? Could have sworn I looked on Areola was supposed to start. Yeet. Was Areola not supposed to start this match? I'm confused. But yeah. He started over Areola due to injury. All right, well, that's good to know. Very interesting. I didn't know until recently that Junior Hoylett was a Canadian international. He has been playing in the English League for years. No mention that he was Canadian. Junior Hoylett, when I remember watching the Canadian men's national team when I was younger, he was like one of the big names that we got. One of the very few European players. And I remember going on FIFA and running on over him it's like, no way, we just got this 78 rated left winger, Junior Hoylett. I was pumped because if you looked at the Canadian teams back then, there was a lot of players you just weren't that familiar with, or MLS players from lower leagues. He was a big name that joined. He was born in Canada, but yes, he definitely could have played for. He was eligible to play for England, but he never was going to because he never would have been called up. But yeah, he's been playing for Canada for a long time, and it's still very cool for me to see Hoylett still involved. Because like I said, he was one of the big names. Him and Hutch were pretty much it back in the day. He was a big name when he committed, and it was awesome to see. And yeah, so yeah, he's definitely been there for a long time, man. Usually playing in between the championship to Prem. I think he was playing for Blackburn when we got him. US needs some subs to run up the score. Where's Gio when you need him? Gio is injured. Crazy people were saying that there's still lineups outside of BMO to get in. Damn. Oh. Okay, yeah, because like someone commented earlier and said, why are the stands so empty? And I guess it's because the COVID checks that they did took so long that such a massive lineup was there that if you look at them now, they are completely full. But that's wild, man. That's wild. The Canadian men's national team website says Cummings had an own goal, but other sources said, yeah, I don't know. I can't remember who it hit off of. It hit off one or if not both of those two players. I thought Cummings is the last one to touch it, but I could be wrong. Greetings from a Canadian in Los Angeles. Greetings, my man. Welcome to the channel. Hope you're doing well. What are your thoughts on the game so far? And yeah, pretty jealous that you're chilling in Los Angeles. Not bad. Not bad. I am back. Fact, him and Hutch have been there for a while. They have. Like I said, those are the two big names for the majority. And that's why I think it's still so cool that they're still involved and still important players. When Hutch and Hoylett play, they usually are solid and consistent players playing for the Canadian men's national team. But yeah, Hoylett has been a Canadian international for quite some time. The names back in the day he was joining up was Dwayne De Rosario, our boys. Greetings from a Panamanian in Delaware. Greetings, my man. Greetings. Let me know what any substitutions that you guys would do at halftime. Do you guys agree with me, I guess, saying that it would be Mark-Anthony Kaye, or do you want to shake things up and switch up the shape and go for a Schaffelberg or a Liam Miller? Josh, you should cheer for the U.S. like we cheer for Canada. We need each other, man. I've been cheering for you guys all game, my man. All game. I've said it. I said Mexico, U.S., and Canada need to help each other out. And I said U.S. did not help Canada out by losing to Panama. But yeah, I want U.S. to win this match. I desperately want Mexico to win theirs. I want Jamaica and Honduras to end in a draw. And I want Canada to win. If all those scorelines work out, like I said, we'll be 4 points above 5th place, and we all really helped each other out. So that's what I really want to see. We'll have to see, obviously, if it happens or not. But yeah, I want the U.S. to win. So them being up 2-1 right now is honestly pretty ideal. I want all three to qualify. I agree with S. Schaffelberg on for Wotherspoon. The only issue I see with that is, like I said, the fact that they may not want to take off or switch up the shape to make sure Davies doesn't play as a striker. Because like I said, I mean, again, I could be completely wrong, but I just have a feeling that it's a strategy to rest some of his legs to play him as a striker. But, I mean, you're playing football. How much can you really rest, I guess? But I'd like to see Schaffelberg on for Wotherspoon if Davies is good to go out on the wing. I remember a Canadian, he played for the Rangers in Scotland. Scott Arfield as well. Yeah, we missed Scott Arfield. He'd have been nice to have available to us. As someone who was here before the stream started, can confirm Josh was supporting early today. Attaboy, Chris. Chris has got my back. I was cheering on the US all game long. Josh, do you think Holland will be sold in the January transfer window? 0% chance. Dan, 0% chance that he will be sold in January. Not a chance. Another 4 years of Biden. 77 minutes, though, for the U.S. to hold on and do Canada a little bit of a favor as well. But looks like the boys are coming back on, guys. Second half is getting close to starting. All right. We'll set a like target, guys, for the end of the stream. 100 likes. 100 likes for the end of the stream. So if you're just tuning in for the second half, be sure to drop a like, drop a sub, and let me know your predictions for the rest of the match. Because someone posted in 2-1 Panama, and I'm going to have to say no. 2-1 Canada. 2-1 Canada. I am sure Canada men has played in the World Cup before. I believe it was in the 1986 in Mexico, the only time Canada has qualified for the tournament. Yes, Canada has played in the World Cup before. As far as I know, the players still have a choice whether they want to play. No one is forcing them to go anywhere. I must be missing something in the conversation. But we got another prediction coming in. 3-1 for Canada. That's more like it. Renato, that's more like it. El Salvador tried to keep Mexico awake at their hotel, bruh. That, again, man, very, very CONCACAF thing to do. Not surprising, but second half is coming underway, guys. 3 massive points on the line. We're at home. It's Canada's time to do it. No substitutions at halftime, I believe, for either side. I think Wotherspoon's number, hopefully, he's have a little bit more of an impact, but it is still clearly the 3-5-2. Oh, Costa Rica just tied it up. Crap. Come on, Alfonso. But all right, all that matters to me is that Canada wins. I would like for US to win. A draw isn't the worst thing in the world, but we need. No, they didn't. All right, well I'm being trolled. The Dutch boy trolled me. Or he's predicting 2-2 for the draw. You scared me. I thought the US were hurting us a little bit. I drink way too much beer when I'm watching football. I like your style. I like your style. Now, when I watch most football, it's usually 9:30 in the morning my time, so people think I might have a drinking problem if I did that. So I don't tend to drink a whole bunch in the morning, but if I went to a TFC game, I would probably have a few. Are any of you guys going to the Canadian Championship match between who's Canada playing? Or who's Toronto playing? Pacific, I believe. The semifinals. Oh, nice run. What a take there from Tajon Buchanan. Oh, what an awful, awful touch. Honduras looks so poor. Well, Honduras needs to hold on to a draw. Because a draw would be perfect just to write those two off. But we have another corner kick coming up. Now, it was Alphonso Davies to take. It is Alphonso Davies to take. And in the first half, he put a beautiful little delivery. See if he can do it again. Alphonso Davies. Nobody back post. Nobody back post. Maybe I will visit Canada in 2023 or late 2022. I'd probably suggest go to Vancouver. I don't know, Canadians out there, where would you suggest for someone coming from Europe to go to check out? I'm assuming Vancouver is probably one of the most popular destinations. No foul given. Beautiful. Finds Wotherspoon. Nice ball from Wotherspoon. Do not put up the flag. Do not put up the flag. Good man. Good man. Nice ball from Jonathan David to Eustachio. Beautiful from Eustachio. Ref, would you stop blowing around? Just give a penalty, you dick. That one was probably not as much as a penalty. I was just getting frustrated because this ref has been bugging me. Let's take a look. Was it actually a pen? Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know. Someone's saying Toronto, someone's saying Banff. It's a decent start there from Canada. Another penalty shout once again, but we know we're not going to get one, so what's the point of yelling? Quebec and BC. I have been to Quebec when I was 18 for some New Year's drinks because I was technically of age there. Oh, Richie Larea. Nice little ball. Wotherspoon! No touch on our man. At some point, he's going to have to give a penalty. That is true. Finds Wotherspoon. Oh, there we go. David Wotherspoon. Oh! Oh, he would have scored an absolute beauty. We said he had a quiet first half, and that would have been an absolute gorgeous goal. Look at the defender. Awful defending. That was close, man. That thing had some bend to it. That thing had some bend to it. That would have been a freaking Gonzalez. Oh. That would have been a peach. That would have been magic. That would have been, man. That would have been a beautiful goal. And it would have been so nice for Wotherspoon to get that because I thought he was... Oh, take a look for Buchanan. A lot of space. Tajon. David! All right. Oh, my. All right. Well, we're definitely coming out the hotter team. It was a nice little ball there from Buchanan, but David, my man. Really good goalkeeping, too. Oh. Jonathan David's got to get one here. Jonathan David's got to get one. That was a really good chance, man. That was a really good chance. It just didn't fall his way. Good goalkeeping. But it's showing that the Canada are here and they're ready to penetrate, man. Hopefully seeing, like we said, some tired Panama legs out there. But that was a gorgeous chance. We've had Watherspoon's one and followed by David's pretty immediately. Man, Davies plays for Bayern and you like Dortmund. Yep. So, a Dortmund fan my whole life. It just kills me that he plays for Bayern. Nice ball. That's onside. Oh, ref. You gonna give nothing? Gonna give nothing. Why would you? Why would you? Absolute butt. We've seen some good stuff, though. At the very least, we've seen some good stuff coming from Canada tonight, or in the second half. Nicely done there from Watherspoon. Good defending. Looks like a couple substitutions are going to happen pretty early for Panama, and it is. I mean, like we said, they had a lot of minutes so far. It is Quintero coming off for Cooper. A lot of you guys will recognize that name. A lot of you TFC guys will recognize that name. Romano Cooper coming on. Interesting substitution. I'm assuming, again, maybe tired legs. Blackburn coming off as well, man. Two of the most dangerous players for the Panama side. Any Panama supporters in the chat right now, what do you guys think of that double substitution? Blackburn and Quintero coming off. Looks to be a very I mean, maybe a switch in shape. That was it. That was very interesting. Jamaica scored. Jamaica scored. I mean, it's better Jamaica, I guess, winning than Honduras, because it still keeps them further points wise. But Jamaica looks like they're starting to wake up just a little bit, guys. Osorio. Take your time, boys. Take your time. Victoria does well there. I'm curious to see what shape Panama's going to go into, because those are two real attacking players that came off for them. Now, they, like someone said, that a lot of minutes have gone to these players for Panama right now. And they're maybe looking for that fresh legs, which is why they took them off so early. But it's an awkward substitute around the 50-minute mark. You'd think, what's the point of doing that? But that's a nice little turnover there for Tajon Buchanan. That's a yellow. That's a yellow, ref. Yeah, attaboy. Whoever finishes the group, finishes in fourth place, would go to the fourth place against in a two-leg playoff for the World Cup. Yes, they would. Yes, they would. So you want to avoid fourth place at all cost. Lele's tuning in, says, how's it going? I think we're very unlucky not to have the lead right now. Some of the refs doing, some of our own doing, missing big opportunities, as well as oh, nice ball, as well as of course a couple penalty shouts there, but Richie Larea goes out of bounds. But the chances are coming our way, and Canada needs to take one of them soon. Miller wins one in the air. Good aerial duel. Oh, foul there. Attaboy, ref. Attaboy. Gives us one. Gives us one. Wow, Jamaica looking for their first win. Yeah, JD will be pumped. They picked up. I mean, if they would hold on the win, it'll be 4 points. A draw would still be nicer, because again, it just keeps them both very far away from us. But if Jamaica wins, they're at fifth, and if it ends in a draw, Honduras is at 4, Jamaica's at 3. So it's not a huge deal, but Jamaica is the more dangerous, I believe, team in the long run. So I'd still prefer a draw, but we got a set piece coming up from Eustachio. Goes deep to Vittoria. Did not perform to execution there. Panama playing like bullies. Canada need to find a win here, man. I just don't want to settle for another draw. That's a terrible throw, though. Finds Eustachio to Jonathan David. Terrible ball. Terrible ball. That was tough. Big save from Zach Steffen, apparently, to keep the U.S. in the lead. Which, again, keeps Costa Rica further away from us, so I'm all for it. But this match has to be Canada's, man. I'm curious to see when John Herdman's going to go to the bench. Because I'd like to see some of the fresh legs of Schaffelberg come on in front of his hometown, his club. Nice ball. Finds Osorio. Looks like a little bit of space is open up. But with the substitutions, it just tells me that Panama are going to be sitting back a little bit more for this match. Nice ball to Kamal Miller. Kamal Miller. To David. To Eustachio. Staff. If Jamaica keeps this score, they will have Antonio Bailey back next month. Could that improve their chances, Josh? Absolutely. I mean, the biggest thing is they need to learn how to play like a team. Hit from distance, awful attempt. Jamaica is still a very unbalanced team, but I mean, if you add the likes of Antonio and Bailey, and you can keep them for an entire window, it's huge. It's absolutely huge. That's why I think that they're a bigger threat, because you don't know what you're going to get from them. But if something goes well and they can get everyone in there and they can put on a run, Jamaica is a dangerous team. Oh, Panama playing a little bit sloppy here. A couple of very poor passes, but yeah, you want to keep Jamaica at bay. So I hope Honduras finds a way to get one, because Honduras is home, I believe, correct? So that'd be an impressive win if Jamaica can pick up 3 points on the road against Honduras. That's an impressive win, especially with the squad that they have out there right now. But come on, Canada, man. Come on. It looks like it's just going to fall for us at some point. Something's going to fall for Davey. Something's going to fall for David. They're too good for it not to. But this is where Panama's going to have to see what they can do with the ball. Yes, Honduras at home. Honduras would be an impressive, man. Honduras is a very impressive team to win, especially when they're home. So if Jamaica pull off this win, man, it's a kudos to them. It is, because it puts them back in the fight. Good ball coming in. Richie Larea, very composed to find Alistair Johnston too. Did very, very well there. But Panama, this is their best stretch right now of the second half. And I think everyone's just on a little edge. Canada draw. No, not Canada draw. Not Canada draw. We're going to find a way, man. We're going to find a way here. Some way, somehow. Canada's going to find a way in this match. But I mean, at current proceedings, they're battling without the ball, which sometimes makes me nervous. But I mean, Panama makes a mistake, I think that's where Canada can bite. Panama risk it to go forward, and they turn over possession, and we got some rapid speed going the other way. That's a nice turn there on Waterspoon, who did nothing defensively there. Finds Tejan. Haha. Buchanan. A lot of defending from Canada. I think maybe Herdman needs to look for a substitution. Switch things up. You saw the amount of changes that Panama's already done early on in this second, and you're seeing a little bit of fresh legs. Now, I thought they took off two of their best players, which they did. But we'll have to see. Can't wait to see Canada not qualify. No. Come on, not qualify. I am a little bit nervous with all this possession, man. Panama's had it for the last few minutes. I'm not usually used to just talking about the defensive shape, but it's going to put Canada to the test. That was a poor ball, and now we get to regroup. But I do think it's time for Herdman to make a sub. Like I said, one way. No Herdman out, guys. No Herdman out. There's still 30 minutes to play in this match. We're at home, and I mean, let's be honest, we have some game changers in this squad. We need some of them to step up. Panama looks a little rejuvenated. We're going long, which I don't like. There's no reason for Osorio just to punt it upfield and give possession right back to Panama. But I want to see some movement from the bench from Herdman. Osorio is livid. Honestly, if we don't qualify for Qatar, it doesn't really matter considering the human rights abuses, but it would be quite the statement to qualify with a good showing. Yeah, with all that aside, if you can qualify for a World Cup, I don't care where it is, you do it. Especially being Canada, man. Like, we haven't done this in a very long time, and the next one we're hosts, so I want to see this team and this squad earn it. I mean, qualifying means everything, man. I think most people in here can probably agree with that. And I do personally think these guys are good enough. But this is the type of game that's going to define whether you are truly good enough, especially for that top 3 spot. Because, like I said, man, going into 4th is a gamble. You don't know who you're going to face. You know what's going to happen. But Canada has been doing a lot of defending. And I think Herdman, as a smart manager, is going to have to recognize that. And he's going to have to go for a substitution here. Because we're having real trouble holding on to the ball. Creating chances. It just keeps going back to Panama, man. And it's getting a little scary. Coming down to the deep window, maybe they're the more fit team. But we have some potential game changers in that bench of ours. It's a nice ball, but Richie Larea. Oh, foul, ref. Attaboy. People said Canada was better than the US. Well, we drew you at home, so you're definitely not better than us. Yeah, Canadian fans become super annoying. They make it hard to root for you. Someone being annoying? Zardes subbed for Brett Bellhutter at the end of the game. Greg finally did good, and we looked competent today. 2-1 win for the U.S. Looks like Herdman's rounding up the troops. I can see Atakubi and Mark-Anthony Kaye coming on. So it looks like a couple substitutions may happen. I'm curious to see if he switches up shape or what exactly he's going to do. Because with Atakubi coming on, Larea's playing left back. I mean, if you want a little bit more going forward, I would suggest putting in taking off Alistair Johnson and switching into like a 4-2-3-1 or something like that. Let's go Canada from the U.S. We got some U.S. supporters tuning in after a big win from them. Canada currently only has 7 points compared to our beautiful 11. I'm not going to lie, having we currently are on 8, technically. Technically, we're on 8. But, I mean, yeah, man, I agree. If we get 3 points tonight, we're sitting on 10, and I think that's much better and more confident with 30 minutes to go. But let's see who Canada has substituted here, because it's David Wotherspoon for Sam Atakubi and Jonathan Osorio for Mark-Anthony Kaye. I'm assuming that's going to be a switch in shape. I'm assuming left wing back now will be Atakubi. Right wing back will be Larea. Right wing Buchanan. Left wing Davies. Striker David. And then in the middle of the park, in the 4-3 or the 3-4-3 will be Kaye and Eustachio. So I like it, guys. I like it. He switched up shape. He recognized it. Good move from John Herdman. I mean, you arguably could have went Schaffelberg on and kept some Davies or Buchanan at left wing back. But either way, we're going to see a 3-4-3 now, guys. But Panama has been just dominating possession, and it's starting to stress me out just a little bit. Because we were taking it to them in the opening 5-6 minutes of this half. And Panama has come to life and just decided to play possession. And I bet you if you look at the last 10 minutes, we've probably had maybe 30% of the ball. We do need possession. Especially like in the third game in the window, in the last 30 minutes of the game is going to be vital. That's where you're going to find the most tired minds, the most tired legs. And we're just kicking it up the pitch. Oh, Davies! Davies! Oh, baby! Oh, he just pushes Davies to the ground. No way, and there's no VAR, so take that, ref. No way. It looked like the ball went out. I stopped. Oh, man. Oh, baby, that's perfect. That is perfect. The ball looked like it went out of play, but Davies didn't give up. Ran it down. Look at this man. Just a freak. Did it go out? The ref was right there. Oh, I don't know if that whole ball went out, man. But what a finish. Oh, yeah. There's no VAR. There's no VAR. There's no VAR, man. I just came in and saw a goal reaction. Good stuff. Davies is the guy. What a steal. I mean, to me, it looked like it was a fair goal. I don't think it went out by any stretch. But regardless if it did or it didn't, man, there's no VAR. What a beauty, man. CONCACAF's best right there. Alphonso Davies puts the boys back in the lead. Puts us up to 10 points. Let's go. Davies for Prime Minister. BMO looks like it's bumping too. Incredible steal it was. Very, man, again, he's just an incredible kid. He's just so good. This, not only the speed, that play was a dead play. And like I said, Canada were struggling the last 10 minutes, man. Panama has been dominating possession. They've been taking the match to us a little bit. And Alphonso Davies, on a dead play, runs it down. You never know what's going to happen. Somehow keeps the ball in, finds it to himself, runs in, just a composed finish, walking by a defender. Ah, that's huge. That is huge. Now let's see how the boys can defend. And now I'm curious that we have the lead, how long David and Davies will remain on the pitch. Because I'd imagine if they remain on the pitch, Bayern will not be starting Davies at the weekend. Probably the same could be said for Lille. Now, Davies' match is on Sunday against Leverkusen, which is the top of the table clash between the Bundesliga boys. But that's a huge goal, man. Huge goal, guys. Drop a like for our boy. And another beautiful ball. Buchanan. Boom! I don't even know what that was.
You got a foot on it.
Oh, I was gonna say, I thought that was a shot. I was like, what are you doing? Man, Mexico got to take the US and Canada away during the November transfer window. Games will be tough. Just tuned in and immediately saw Davies take on the entire Panama team. I love it, boys. I love it. But a huge opportunity for Tajon Buchanan, who could put all our nerves, but a really impressive block from Harold Cummings. Really good block. Finds Atakubi. Nice ball. No, it wasn't. Davies' CONCACAF Council is on the CONCACAF Council of Players. As great as the goal was, it was great, but it was Panama's coach. I'd be yelling at the defense. Oh, yeah, man. That was a dead play. If you were a coach and you're going to tell your players, hey, don't ever give up because you don't know what's going to happen, that is the number one example. It's something you tell any one of your players. Run down the ball. You don't know what's going to happen. Davies is rapid. He was able to somehow put the pressure, poor defending, steal the ball, and score a goal. And now the boys are looking good. But Atakubi's down. Davies is the CONCACAF Hall of Fame. Hopefully Bayern tie for BBB. I'd be fine with Leverkusen winning too, just to be totally honest. But Panama player walked to the ball. Davies sprinted past him. Absolutely, man. There was a nice little collision there with Atakubi, though. Hopefully he's all right. Davies. Let's go, boys. Drop a like, guys. We haven't hit 100 likes on the stream yet. Tune in. Drop a like. That was the goal. You guys have been killing it all game long. I appreciate the support. I'm an American. I'm happy we won. Now I'm rooting for our neighbors up north. Cheers, my man. I was cheering for the U.S., okay? I had people here that can reference that. But like I said, we need Mexico, U.S., and Canada need to help each other out. And like I've stated too, U.S. failed to do that against Panama. So beating Costa Rica, if we can pull off these 3 points, we'll be 4 points separate from 5th place. Puts us in a really good position. Now we need Mexico to do it tonight as well. But John tunes in and says, what an insane goal. Yeah, it was a play you thought was over. Linesman looks like he got it right, though. It looks like it stayed in, man. Linesman, kudos to him for getting it right. And then Davies just does what he does, like, excuse me. And then right in the back of the net. Such a good goal, baby. And Canada's up 2-1 with 20 to play. Puts us in such a good position if we can pull this thing off. He cheered for the U.S. for selfish reasons. Always, man. Always. Let's see what Canada can do. Nice little ball. Tajon Buchanan. Tajon Buchanan makes it 3. Oh. Turned it right around. Turned it right around. John Herbin's tearing up. The emotions. The emotions. Well, you wouldn't want 4th place. Ideally, you want 1 to 3. I agree, man. And right now, we're sitting pretty. Tajon Buchanan. I think that was Richie Larea who delivered that in. But look at Victoria, man. What a perfect little pass for Jonathan David, who we talked about coming deep, collecting the ball. He does exactly that. Finds Larea and Tajon Buchanan with a perfect striker's header. And we've turned this thing right around. 3 at home. 3-1 lead. That was a quality ball from Richie Larea, man. Anyone predict 3-1 in the chat? Let's go. Are you happy? I'm buzzing. Tajon Buchanan, man. Now I would maybe think about getting Davies and David off. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Just to give the men some rest. Maybe not. I don't know. It's 3-1 at home now with 20 to go. I mean, it's still not over. But couple studs coming up clutch. Buchanan, and he's been a nightmare for the defenders all night long. His pace, I think not playing in that Jamaica game just made him so fresh. But at the same time, look at Davies out there as well. Davies is a weapon, but I don't know, man. I feel like Gorvanek and Nagelsmann are probably like, all right, they've done their job. Let's get on some extra rest here for the boys who've put in a great shift this window. Jonathan, oh, that's a foul, ref, no? Body check back from Mark-Anthony K. And U.S. lost to Panama. Congrats, Canada. Always believed in you. Hey, U.S., Canada, Mexico, we're helping each other out right along the way. Welcome to the World Cup, Canada.
Somebody called Buchanan Timbit Sonic.
Timbit Sonic. The double Dunkin' Donut, whatever you called the D&D. Davies and David, and now you got Timbits. Leroy Sané. To be honest, the first time I watched Tajon Buchanan play, I immediately did compare him to Leroy Sané because, I mean, one, they look alike. They have similar build, rapid pace, similar hair, and on top, similar position. And yeah, I mean, I personally do think that Buchanan plays a little bit like Leroy Sané. But there's more to Buchanan's game, and we saw that as he plays as a right back, as a right wing back, as a left wing back, where I don't think Sané could quite pull that off. Nah, keep Davies and David on for the goal difference. Could help us out in the tiebreaker on points. What would you guys do? Put 1 or 2. 1, would you substitute Davies and David just to maybe appease Bayern and Lille? Or 2, would you keep them on and say F it and go for potential goal difference? Because, yeah, I don't know. I'd probably try to get them off. They've put in a ton of minutes this window. They both have big matches on the weekend. I doubt they're going to start. Bobby says he'd take them off. Man, the World Cup qualifies. Nobody is a friend. One says take on, one says take off. Been waiting 15 years to see this level from Canada, from Pat. It's beautiful, boys. It's beautiful. It's about 50-50 though, guys. About 50-50. A lot of you guys, pretty much half of you guys are saying take them off. Half of you are keep them on. Herdman will know. But yeah, I've been waiting my whole life to see a Canada side like this. I always tell the story, guys. Is it sad? Maybe, but let's be honest. I used to be excited when we would draw 1-1 at the Gold Cup and then go 1 win or 0 wins, 1 draw, 2 losses with a De Rosario penalty. That's where we've become. We have so many talented players abroad now, so many solid players in the MLS as well, and the boys are performing. And coming at Panama now, hopefully getting this big win puts us on 10 points in such a good position. And once again, we beat a team directly ahead of us. It's gotta be a foul. We literally beat a team directly in front of us, which is gonna leave them now 2 points behind us, which is massive. Live Sports Chatter says 86 was the last time we made it to the World Cup, brother. It's been a while, man. I definitely was not born. U.S. Canada better not be in the same group in the World Cup. They can't be. You can't draw a CONCACAF team can't draw another CONCACAF team in the World Cup group stage. I don't even know if they can meet each other in the round of 16. That could be wrong. I think I might be wrong with that. No, they can. They can. But they cannot draw each other in the group. But Kelly says it's a massive 2 points. It is, man. It absolutely is. If you guys are just tuning in the stream, be sure to drop a like and drop a sub. And let me know if you guys are new to the channel. See some new faces in here. Hopefully you guys are all doing good. See if we get a bunch of new Canadians in here who are pumped to watch our national team. But if Mexico can get a win tonight, I think it'd be pretty much a perfect performance all around. US won, Canada won. Jamaica winning is okay. I prefer a draw. And then Mexico winning puts us in such good shape, guys. Nice ball. We still have Alphonso Davies running, man. At some tired legs. Falls to Jonathan David! And we've run them over. Okay, get the boys off now. Get the boys off. Get the boys off. It's 4-1. It's 4-1. Canada has woken the F up. Jonathan David got his goal. Alphonso Davies got his goal. Tajon Buchanan has got his goal. The boys are rolling. He definitely did need that, man. He definitely did. What a ball from Alphonso Davies, though. He was looking for Tajon, who was there for a decoy. No one could get there. Scuffed it. He found a way in. I wouldn't say it's a poor one. GG on 100 likes, Josh. You guys crushed it. You got us to 100 likes. You killed it. We were nervous. We were nervous there for a little bit, guys. Getting all stressed out, and then the big guns woke up. And just in time for a Canucks Abroad series, guys, starting early this week. New series on the channel. It's going to be fun. And we're going to wrap up how our Canucks have done abroad, if, didn't explain itself already. John Herdman has some big brains. He does, but now he needs to substitute the boys off. He needs to substitute the boys off. They don't need to be playing still. It's 4-1, man. If I'm Jocelyn Gorvernick or Nagelsmann, I'm just like, all right. And they're there. There's Brim. There's Brim. And who else is there? Samuel Piet. And is that Schaffelberg? It is. I like it. I reach down between my legs to ease the seat back. And guys, we said it in the last window, and we said it in this window. When it comes to depth, Canada, US, and Mexico will have a clear advantage on pretty much every other team because Jamaica doesn't know what they're going to have. And in the third game, in the last window against El Salvador, they just got too tired. Their brain slipped. Their legs slipped. And it didn't, for a little spell here in the second half, it didn't look like Panama was gonna falter. They're looking like the more likely team. And then out of the blue, maybe it's the legs, maybe it's just pure quality. But Canada woke up. Where's your coach from? John Herdman is from England, my man. He's from England. He coached at the Sunderland Academy. Then I believe he went to New Zealand Women's and then Canada Women's for 5 years. And then he got hired by the men. And it's, in my eyes, taken his coaching to another level. But it's a triple substitution now. It's the right one. It's Alphonso Davies, guys. Put a W. A big W in the chat for our main men up here, man. Alphonso Davies was incredible tonight. Absolutely incredible. Schaffelberg will be a direct replacement for Alphonso Davies. Brim will be a direct replacement for Jonathan David. And Samuel Piet, I'm assuming, will come on for Eustachio, taking off our three arguably most important players. But Schaffelberg comes on for the last 10 minutes at TFC, which is pretty cool. Brim comes on, who's an interesting one for David, and then Samuel Piet, who I didn't see who came off. But I'm assuming it's Eustachio. Could be wrong. But Jonathan David got his goal, Tejan got his goal, and Davies got his goal, man, which is incredible. Takes them both off, exactly right. Yeah, that's the decision to do. That's the decision to do. Was it Steph who came off? I didn't see. It was Steph. So, yep. All three incredible decisions there. Give them some rest. Eustachio didn't have as crazy as a busy window because he didn't play and he didn't start the last match. But yeah, I mean, he still did get a good chunk of minutes. But no, that's a good little substitution. Do you consider yourself a top 3 in CONCACAF now? Yeah, I did. I do. I think Jamaica has the potential to really compete, but I think they have a poor manager. I think that I don't have a lot of structure or balance, and there's such an unknown of what squad they're going to put together. But I do think Jamaica's a bit of a wild card. I do think, like, Panama, Honduras, like, all these teams can compete. But, I don't know. I think top 3 is Canada's to lose. Now we can start looking, hey, we're 2-4. We haven't lost in 6 games. We've taken points from Jamaica on the road, which, you know, was a poor game, I get it, but we still found a way to get a point. From Mexico on the road and from U.S. on the road. And on top of that, at home, we're now 2-1-0. Yes, we drew against Honduras. Wasn't a great game, but we had big wins over Panama and El Salvador. And we're sitting in 3rd place right now on 10 points, which looks a lot better than it would have. 100% top 3 for weeks now. Absolutely. Yeah, I would have said top 3. I would have said top 3 after the first window. If it all goes right and all players stay in from, imagine this team in 2026 World Cup, Prime Buchanan. And that's why you guys have asked me a few times, who do we want to see go to Europe next? And it's the defenders. I want to see Alistair Johnston. I want to see Kamal Miller. Maybe Richie Larea. Maybe ZBG. I want to see all these guys make a jump to Europe. Because I think our defense, ideally down the line, hopefully will keep improving. 2026, we will not have Vittoria. I doubt we'll have Henry. Hopefully Cornelius can keep developing. He's made the jump to Europe. And I thought Cornelius looked really good in the last game. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited to see how this core group can do. A lot of love, man, going on between these teams right now. Would be the perfect week if Bayern lose and BVB win, right? Absolutely. Sorry, Davies. But hopefully Davies is rested because, you know, Canada comes first. Really want Schaffelberg and Brim to score. It's very interesting. A lot of people don't know this, but Brim was actually at Lille as well. He mostly, I don't think he ever played for the main squad, but he played a good chunk of in the Lille 2 squad. And now I believe he's in Eindhoven, which is in the Dutch 2nd division. So not the quality, I guess, that you're expecting when you move to Europe. The only 2nd division teams would have to be in a top 5 league. So France, England, Germany, Italy, Spain, you can maybe get across there. Oh, we got a save from Crepeau, but they find one back. But it doesn't count. That's a really, really nice save there from Crepeau. It was offside, but that was an excellent save. Game in hand. Enjoy the win, Josh. God bless. See you in the Dortmund Mainz match on Saturday. Cheers, Douglas. Appreciate you tuning in, my guy. We just need to sell our nerves when it comes to finishing, and we'll be beating Mexico in just a few seasons. I like it, man. I like it. I want ZBG to play more on the team. I do too. I want ZBG to move to Ligue 1. He was a part of Lyon's system, and then he went over to Montreal. So I'd like to see him go back to Ligue 1. I think that'd be a cool little move for him. Team like Lens would be pretty ideal the way that they play. Where should they go? Serie A? I don't know. I see Alistair Johnston potentially going to a championship team. Take your pick. I can see that being a good fit for him. I could see Larea really only going to Turkey, maybe Portugal, but I think if Larea does move on from TFC, I would see him going to some club in Turkey. And then ZVG, I do personally see Ligue 1. He's French. He came from Lyon. I could see him going back there. Maybe the second division, but I think he could probably go for a Ligue 1 spot. And then Kamal Miller. I mean, again, he's got the roots to Ligue 1. But I mean, even like maybe a Scotland or a Dutch team. I don't know. I'm gonna try to have a special guest pop on and do a episode around that, about some potential future transfers for some Canadian men's national team players. Burnley. I'd be very, very... It would take a lot to get me to watch Burnley, man. I don't know, man. How's your day? My day's going fantastic right now. The stress was over. A 4-1 big victory right now. Josh, do you know of Canadian playing in Europe that are yet to make it for the national team, and players are playing in Europe that could be playing for Canada? Yes. And he's playing in Russia, so he's playing in the Russian league. I don't know what his availability will look like coming from Russia, but I mean, I believe he was in the TFC system and had a really interesting career path, and is now in Russia playing. And I mean, the Russian league's a good league, so he's definitely one. There's a couple other ones off the top of my head, but I mean, there's Harry Patton. He has played, but I believe Harry Patton's got a little brother who's would be eligible as well. But again, we're gonna be doing that in our Canucks Abroad series, guys. Each week we'll touch on how the Canadian players have played over the weekend, and we'll talk about potential players who could one day play, like Jebsen, and see how they're keeping tracks on them. Should be a pretty interesting series, and it'll be a nice way to stay connected with you guys between international windows. Marcelo Flores can play for Canada, but he wants to play for Mexico. Yeah, I really don't think... Oh, nice ball. Brim's going alone. Doesn't care. Finds Buchanan. To Brim. Oh, nice ball. Brim had a nice little look there. Couldn't find Schaffelberg, though. But yeah, I'm not super confident that Flores is going to pick us. I think he'll pick Mexico. And if Mexico doesn't take him, which I think Mexico will, he would maybe pick Canada. I think we have a real shot with Daniel Jebsen. I really do. Playing with Corbiano down in League 1 in the 3rd division in England. I think one day he could potentially represent us. But unfortunately, I just don't think he'll represent Canada, Flores. We are giving Crépeau good practice. Crépeau is another one who could potentially make a move abroad. I think he's one of the best keepers in MLS. I don't know if he ever will. Got Vittoria screaming at someone in the crowd, I think. Not sure what's going on. Are you listening to it?
Yeah, I'm not saying.
Looks like someone might have said something from the crowd, or a player said something. Look at Steven Vittoria, man. That's what you want in your captain. Runs over, defends Richie Larea. I'm assuming someone said something to Richie Larea. And Vittoria heated right up. Surprised he didn't knock the guy out. But Richie's absolutely livid. Not something you want to see, man. But it looked like something somewhere was said. It's alright, Richie. You got the better of him. You got the better of him. And Vittoria looked like he would have crushed someone. So, hang on a sec. What city are you from? I live close to London, Ontario, my man. I don't know if you have anyone around that area. Went to Conestoga College, for anyone who might have done that as well. Played on the indoor and outdoor soccer teams there. We were not very good at outdoor, but we were very good at indoor. Vaughan Missouri always got a strong team. They do. There's 5 additional minutes added on, guys. So, I mean, your 5-1 prediction could potentially come true. I hope Brim does get it, man. 5-2 Canada is what I said. Yeah, it's a good prediction. I mean, you got the score difference right if it ends as the way it does. There's a London in Canada? There is. There is a London in Canada, man.
Pretty much every major European city within 45 minutes of us.
Yeah. Yeah, if you drive about 45 minutes from where I live, you're going to run into a bunch of big European cities. I believe Cambridge counts as one, I think. Does that count? I know there's a Bolton, there's a Sunderland. Vienna. Kitchener used to be Berlin. Indoor is where Canadian learns their composure in the phone. Indoor soccer is a unbelievable sport. I just love playing it. There's a Paris. So there you go. Brim's offside. Well, I called one for Panama. I think Canada might beat Mexico at home. Let me know if you guys do, if there is a YouTuber. Someone just asked, hey, JJD or Jimmy, is there a Mexican YouTuber that is similar to JJD TV or Tactical Manager? I don't know of one. We have Owen Diana on quite a bit on the CONCACAF Council. I believe I think he's a Mexican American, but I mean, I know he's American. Maybe he's just American. I can't remember what Owen is, but he follows Liga MX and he follows the Mexican national team very in depthly, very intelligent man. So I'd follow him on Twitter and go check him out there. He's part of Foot Mex Nation. Really enjoyed tuning in with him, and we'll be probably talking to him soon on Pete's channel when we get the CONCACAF Council back together. So yeah, but there might be some other ones. I don't know. Cambridge used to be Preston. Yeah, Preston. Norwich. There's a Paris, Ontario too. There is. That's where my mom grew up. Fun fact for everyone out there. And that's where I currently play indoor soccer. By the way. I'm sure Woodstock probably counts too. Nice ball from Buchanan. Little header there. Paris is really small though. Paris is very small. Paris is, well, I wouldn't say very small, but it's small. Alistair Johnson does well. 2 minutes to play, guys. Drop a like one last time as we round this wonderful stream up. You guys have been killing it all night. I really appreciate you guys tuning in with me. Look at Schaffelberg on the run. He's like, give me the ball, Richie. Richie's like, no, this is my home. This is mine too. I'm doing it all by myself here. Oh, Richie Larea. Oh, Schaffelberg's pissed. David Solis is a good Mexican YouTuber guy. Mostly talks about CONCACAF, though. Interesting. But yeah, and finishing in 4th place could put you up against the likes of Colombia, Uruguay. It's 4th place is one you want to stay away from, man. Top 3, or it could be a bust. I believe Honduras finished 4th last time, and they got knocked out against... I don't even know who it was. You guys remember who Honduras got knocked out against last time? Because for some reason I feel like they played South Korea. No, they played Australia, and they lost. Minute to play, though, guys. Yusuf comes in, member on the channel here with a bunch of little JJDs, little Joshes. I've been to Paris, France. I've only been to Paris, Ontario. Mexico going to beat Canada at their home. Crow Gaming coming in here with the final little chirp. That's okay. It was an awesome watch along, guys. Massive result. 4-1 for Canada, man. To think I was sweating earlier. Put in a takeaway, guys, quickly one last time. What would you guys say is your biggest takeaway from this game? Was it Alphonso Davies just is unplayable? Was it depth is important? Let me know. Doesn't Eustachio's style remind you of Mo? It does. Steph is a really technical and very talented defensive midfielder with an ability to go up, and that's the game, guys. That's a W. That is a big old 4-1 W. Damn, man. Eustachio's the GOAT. Davies is the GOAT. Just an incredible performance all around, guys. All around. You gotta like it, man. Davies man of the match, absolutely. He was unplayable tonight. Unplayable. Canada is gaining confidence, and they just set themselves up to perfection, guys. But yeah, that's just I wasn't expecting a 4-1 win like that. Hugely done. Herdman subs were awesome is a takeaway. Davies can switch. God mode. That's CONCACAF for you guys. We're gonna roll out though, guys. We're gonna have our 5 takeaways coming up for you. I appreciate everyone who tuned in for the watch along after Canada just took it to Panama in the second half there. The quality came through, the depth came through. We'll break it all down in our 5 takeaways. So I appreciate everyone for tuning in for this watch along. Be sure one last time, guys, as Lucas K comes in with a fat old wow. Kelly says big mental edge gained. Henry wouldn't move. It's beautiful, guys. Hey, Josh couldn't tune in, was out and about, and only had one device. See you soon, Josh. No problem, guys. I appreciate everyone who tuned in for this watch along. It was fantastic. We're going to get the 5 takeaways episode out right away. So thank you guys for tuning in with me. Be sure to drop a like on your way out. Big old like, man. Big old like for a fat old 4-1 win. Drop a sub as well if you guys are new to the channel, and we'll see you guys very soon for the 5 takeaways. Cheers, friends.